Okay.
Oh, maze dragons are basically sea serpents. Those don't count.
Okay, so, um, stream is
But
up.
Kieran?
So, going over my table of rules once more. Basically, no racism. Everybody cool with that?
Yeah, of course,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Of course, of course.
Mhm.
100%.
Based.
And, we are LGBTQ friendly here in all of my games. So, we will foster a great LGBTQ friendly community.
Mhm.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me.
Uh, so to go over it once more, what happens to the player characters when they die is first, they're going to turn into a herald. Second, uh, after your character dies again, you're out of the game. Just so that we have a sort of
Consequence.
we have consequences and also we have a strict cast.
Mm.
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Quick question. So
Yeah.
when you come back to Sahara, do you come back into Vengeful? What if you died of something stupid like falling off your horse?
Yeah, if that happens, then basically you get a do-over.
I guess you could be
A
vengeful to the
do-over.
horse.
Reminds me of that
If
story.
you died to something really fucking stupid, I'm not gonna count it against you.
Oh, that reminds me of that story where my character died session 1, like first attack roll, first ever game in Savage Worlds, by a 12 exploding 3 times on a damage roll.
Yes, Savage Worlds can be very brutal.
As
Yep.
per its name suggests.
So, what's next? Uh, Lore. Let's talk about lore. So, we got the old world races that um people can play as, and the new world races, which pretty much it's humans, elves, dwarves, dragonborn from the old world,
Mhm.
and then from the new world, it's orcs.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, dragonborn are very Asian coded. Dwarves, elves, and humans are all very European coded. Uh, though humans are a basically everywhere race because they're little cockroaches that pop up everywhere.
True.
Mhm.
uh,
Like all fantasy settings.
yep. And
Humans are known to be horny.
orcs are Mexican coded. So they're from Central America and mostly Central America and then a little bit of South America. They were discovered by the Spanish conquistadors.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, a piece of California fell off into the ocean instead of the entirety of California.
What a shame.
And now we have Ghost Rock.
Where does Ghost Rock come from?
We don't know.
when did it happen?
So there was a quake, like 10, 20 years ago, something like that, that happened, and basically a slab of California literally just fell into the sea, and Ghost Rock was revealed in the mountains.
See, a small price to pay.
But
Honestly, I see double wins.
but with this quake came the reckoning, which is basically where all the monsters come from.
A big price to pay.
But Ghost Rock is the most important fucking thing next to gold in 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 the entirety of the U.S.
I mean, yeah, it gave us airships in the 1850s.
and mechas.
Yo, is mechas in here?
There's mechas.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So
Shit.
do we get the oh gosh.
And
It's,
jetpacks.
are we gonna use Lancer? Like what's happening here?
Unfortunately,
Uh.
not. Mechas are mainly used by the military and stuff like that. So,
And
Shame.
train companies.
and some mercenary companies have them. Yeah. But it's usually very very um rich groups that have
Well,
them.
I'm glad that we'll get our Evangelion representation.
Um, but other than that, it's pretty much the same old Deadlands that we know and love. Uh, it is Cthulhu-esque horror mixed with spaghetti western comedy. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Reminds me of next thing I know that we're gonna be in we're gonna be in like that one Wild West game that was stick figures that a lot of YouTubers played a lot of back
West of
like
Loathing.
5 years ago. Yes. Oh, we're gonna have like spittoons.
Yes.
No, no, we don't need those. We don't need those. No, we
Yes.
don't. You know,
Yes.
the worst part is
You
the
find a
worst
gold
part
nugget
is
for your troubles.
the worst part is with the promise of loot, I'm willing to do anything. So so that's the worst part about that.
If one of you fucking stick your hands into a goddamn spittoon and it, in this entire campaign, just one of you, I'm giving you a legendary chip.
That's horrifying. That's
God
you know
damn it.
what? That's horrifying, but I'm gonna write that down.
That's too rewarding for that.
Doomtown.
No, but it's got to be cinematic, right? There has to be an in-character reason to do it.
Yeah, it has to be cinematic. There has to be an in-character
There has
reason.
to be there has to be a reason that makes sense. It isn't just you trying to shoehorn it. Okay, it has to be like a you gotta try and draw attention. Okay, in the bar. Look, I feel like that would draw attention. All I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. Of course that's gonna draw attention.
And also, you're just gonna have to amputate. I'm sorry. That's just the way that it goes. So it's one legendary chip for an amputation.
Yep.
Shit. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna play a mad scientist, so I'll be providing the
Oh my
prosthetics.
god. There you go.
Hey,
So okay,
Utah
wait. So
Project
question,
the
DM.
alien cyborgs.
Question, DM. Is that like the like person? Is that like the like first character to do that? Like what's going on here? What's is this a race? Who can stick their hand in a spittoon the fastest?
Pretty much. It's gonna be whoever does it first. And there has to be
Apparently,
a good reason for it.
All right. Quick. Where can I find the mad scientist stuff?
I was just looking at that. It was
You're gonna want Smith and Robards and the Collegium
Yeah, Collegium.
Thank you.
and the, and
Thank
the
you.
archetypes. You're welcome.
Sorry about my puppy. He is my baby boy, my bouncing baby boy, and he likes to be very vocal.
That's okay.
Okay.
He wants
He
to participate. Let him
yeah
be.
Mhm.
yeah he loves to participate.
Are we gonna get a dog DMPC that is played
Maybe
by your dog?
maybe
You know you gotta put the dog on the mic.
On
He,
the
he
mic,
is
yeah.
he hold on, make him a were dog.
Or yeah.
a were dog, yeah. But
I'm a wolf that
so
turns into a wolf.
Let's make him like a mean dire wolf.
Yeah.
No, he's the BBG.
he was the evil guy all along.
Uh,
Look,
Anyways.
the real cure for lycanthropy is the friends we made along the way.
uh,
Anyways, so let's see what's next on the agenda. There was something important that I just forgot about.
Oh no.
Son
Oh,
of a
what were we
bitch.
talking about?
Werewolf. Yes, werewolf. Werewolfism. So, all of the PCs are inflicted with werewolfism. Well, kind of.
Like,
They're not entirely werewolf yet, but they're not werewolves.
we're werewolf light
Um,
or
so
diet werewolf.
you can induce a voluntary change in yourself. Uh, that will allow you to access your wolf form, but you do not go feral on the full moons yet.
Okay.
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 You have 3 months to kill this werewolf to get cured. 3 months in game.
Okay.
Because on the blue moon is when you're finally going to feral change, and that'll be it. That'll you're cursed for life, and the only cure for you is a silver bullet to the dome.
Gotcha.
But that being
So,
said, there's a lot of benefits to being a werewolf. One, longevity. You can live for a very long time, even as even before the blue moon, which only happens every 7 odd years.
we got really unlucky then, didn't we?
mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Other guys had like
For
such a long
3 years, at least a year. Only got like less than half.
Yeah, basically, the blue moon happens every 7 years, which a blue moon is a second full moon in a month. But in the
Ooh,
Weird West, it's actually blue.
interesting.
damn.
Okay.
Double double.
So, okay, with voluntary transformations, uh, when we are in, so first off, do we turn fully lichen,
Yes.
like into like a typical werewolf? Okay, and second off, um, do we maintain control of our senses?
Yes, but there's a secondary mechanic that I have made, basically, and that is the
Okay.
beast within. So,
Bum, bum, bum.
every now and then, the beast is going to rear its ugly head and it wants you to do something. If you do that thing, you will gain a corruption point. And the only thing that I'm going to say about corruption points, because you're not actually supposed to know what exactly they do, is that if
They're
you get
bad.
is that if you get enough of them, very, 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 very bad.
So you want to get
No.
them? No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. So okay, so you so I know you said that, but um, what would be inspiring us to do something that this beast within commands? Like, is this something we were like? Is the reason why is this gonna you gonna introduce this as like something we were already planning on doing? Like that's what the beast within is gonna be like. Hey, if you do this, you're gonna get a corruption point. Or is this gonna be something like what's the compulsion there? You know,
So basically,
is it
there's two
spirit?
steps to this. First is a post spirit roll against the beast within.
Okay,
The more that you indulge the beast, the stronger it's going to get.
right,
So it's basically werewolves with dominion, if Zarthrax knows what dominion is.
Yeah.
right. They got ego.
Yeah. Secondly, there are times when you're not in wolf form where the beast will rear its ugly head, and you can make a choice whether to listen to it or not. And sometimes that can put a hamper into your plans. Like maybe you plan to transform into a werewolf. Well, the beast wants you to do that.
Ruh-roh. Looks like I'm using my Smith and Wesson in this fight.
Basically, yeah. Any further questions on werewolfism?
Nope.
Uh, yes, actually. On full moons, are we still forced to change even if we are not losing control of ourselves?
Yes.
Okay. So we still haven't lost control of ourselves on full moons. However, we still are forced to change, like normal.
Yes.
Okay. And and then obviously once the blue moon happens, going forward, we will still be forced to change, except we will not have control of ourselves.
Correct.
Gotcha. Cool. You know, all I'm gonna say is there is another route we could take to completely derail the DM's plan, which is try and find a way, or some form of magical occult use to have control while in beast form.
That's gonna be rough.
But look, I'm not look. Okay, look, immortality is a hell of a drug. Okay,
Not immortality, virtual
okay,
immortality.
I get to be an elf. Like that's which they're basically immortal. Like 1,000 years, okay, you're done. Like you're good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Any more and it just gets sad.
Yeah. Any other questions about what?
If we knock ourselves out anyway, really, like medically or whatnot, do we still
Mhm.
transform into a werewolf even in our sleep?
Not in your sleep, but if you're in danger and you're knocked unconscious, you will transform into a werewolf, and the werewolf will defend itself.
But you
If
won't be
we
conscious as a human during that.
No.
if we are clinically induced with drugs and unconscious on the full moon, still no transformation.
No, you'll still transform, but your werewolf will be unconscious.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just gonna take
Does
a 12-hour long nap every month.
Literally every full moon, take a 12-hour long nap with drugs.
Yep. Get high as shit. Get blackout drunk and high as
Hey,
shit.
somebody's gonna be a mad scientist, right? You got the
But
morphine.
that's meta knowledge.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
know. Though it's not a bad idea to try. It's not a dumb
It's
idea.
not a bad idea, no.
no.
Um, anything else before I move on?
Nope, I'm good.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I don't know what the mechanics are. I have the book open, obviously, but I barely understand anything. So, like in terms of like what words mean.
Yeah. We'll get to that in the character
Yes, of
creation.
course, of course.
So I think that's everything that I need to cover. We can go ahead and get into character creation.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody know how to give themselves a character sheet on Roll20?
Yes, I have already given myself a character sheet.
Can I get the link to Roll20?
It is
It is
in the
in the channel called Roll20 link.
I didn't see that.
I lied. I thought it was in books and resources. I completely forgot that there's just a whole channel with the Roll20 link named Roll20 link.
Yep.
I'm proud. I posted my homework.
Taking a look at your homework. Gonna go ahead
Homework.
and save image.
My library, it's been maxed out. I can't put my token in the Roll20 because I'm poor and I don't have premium.
Just delete some old stuff that you're not gonna use.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
had to do earlier. I was like, oh man, my fucking premium ran out. God damn it.
Have it.
Yeah. I
Oh,
same thing happens to me quite a
beans.
lot. My
Beans.
library of random shit. Let me just drop a $500 map on this fucking table. Uh, let me see.
It's really funny.
Mm.
I just completely deleted the wrong. No, I didn't. No, I'm fine. Okay. I had a heart attack because I thought I almost deleted the one like token on like the page of tokens that I had that I didn't want to delete. And I was like, oh my god, no.
How do I give myself an archetype?
Music? Whoa. Music jump scare?
Yeah, I'm just putting on a little bit of background music for us while we build our characters.
Understand?
Let me know if it's too loud. I can lower it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just so y'all know, I have decided, mostly because I'm new to the system, and so the first thing that I think is cool, I'm gonna latch onto. I am going to be a witch hunter.
I'm gonna try to be an alchemist, honestly.
So a witch.
No,
What?
I don't do magic. Shut up. I make you whiskey, fucker. Shut up.
Oh,
Just a
I'm
witch.
sorry. You practice modern medicine?
No,
Sounds
no,
like
no.
witchery to me.
No. I just make alcohol. Don't worry about it.
So you're a moonshiner.
No. Legal alcohol. I got my license.
Right. Sorry, this isn't the 1920s.
Not yet, buddy. We can
Not
still
yet.
make.
I still got
Also,
70 more years before that's illegal.
buddy, what kind of sucker are you? Gonna stop people from getting their alcohol?
Uh, I mean, like,
I ain't no
I,
witch. You ain't a
I'm
lawman.
gonna stop you from killing people because moonshine was very poorly made in most cases and resulted in many deaths.
Hey, it'll just make you
Yeah.
blind.
It'll
Yeah,
just
that's a
make you
lot of
blind.
blindness. Ain't
It's a
nobody
little
wanna see your ugly
blindness.
face anyways.
Look, as long as you can still feel the bottle, you're good, right? That's all you need.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Golden, I did give everybody a little bit of homework before the session. If you want to do this now, go ahead and find yourself a picture of your character, even if it's a placeholder for right now, and a picture for your wolf form.
Alright.
And that goes for anybody that hasn't done that.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Alright.
Gotcha.
This feels like
Uh,
high school over again. I'm already late for my homework.
Right? You're literally your first day of class and you have homework. Or you have
Yeah,
homework
homework?
that you're late.
The first day of school. Wait, we had homework over the summer?
So
Uh,
let me open the book and we'll go through
Oh
character
no.
creation step by step.
Now I'm on the worst part. Picking a name. God, this is worse than finding art.
Yep, the first thing that you should do, pick a name.
You know, I've got an excellent name. Soren. No. God, if I name another one of my characters Soren because I'm uncreative, I'm gonna like my brain's gonna melt.
This is
I'm
my
just,
first character called Golden.
yeah, 100%. Golden experience.
Yeah.
The golden experience requiem. You never really did understand the truth of my golden experience.
Maybe the witch is the friends we made along the way.
Did somebody say witch?
Actually, you probably shouldn't say that. Everyone's gonna get shot.
You know, that's
That depends on if he's working for the agency or for the Texas Rangers.
look,
That's true.
speaking rather bold for someone within strike blind
There's
distance.
actually, if you go to page 33, there's actually a rundown of what each of the archetype books is
Yeah, pretty much.
in the 20th anniversary book.
Ooh, which page again?
Page 33.
33. Thanks. I'm gonna look at that because it's gonna help me a lot guiding this.
Yeah, that's just the starter one though, because they did put out a lot more stuff on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a character name, a name for a character.
Ideally,
I could just not have a name. How about that?
that's entirely possible.
Man
Did
with
you
no
say
name.
30 or 33?
What?
What page again? Is it 30 or 33?
33.
33.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yep, and as soon as everybody has their name, we will move on to the next part, which is traits.
Okay.
Oh, we do use the deck of cards, right?
Yes.
Sick. I read that. I read some parts of the book. Words scare me.
And you picked an unfortunate choice of hobby.
I know, right?
What, speaking?
No, not those kind of words. I'm dyslexic.
Oh.
So probably instead of having you draw cards for your traits,
That's okay.
I want to give you a little bit more flexibility. So what I'm gonna do is probably give you an amount of points, and those points equal increasing die types.
But and how are we gonna decide the threat level?
The what?
The threat level. What kind of card you get determines what's the dice, what's which category of dice you get, and then like if it's a clubs or a hearts, you get like a different threat level for the cards for that specific skill. Hold on, let me see.
Different kind of what level?
Threat
Threat.
level.
Threat level.
Rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a different threat level based on the house of cards that you draw for what you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
Well, The
There was a lot of
number
trade-off.
on the
Yes,
card
yeah.
determines what die you're rolling. The suit determines how many you're rolling. So if you get like
Yeah.
the 2 of clubs, that's a 1d4. So
Yep. Which is the worst card.
Yeah. On the other hand, aces are d12s, and the jokers are also d12s. But something happens if you draw one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, tragic backstory, extra stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess we're stuck drawing cards then. I wanted to give
Yeah, I
you guys
apologize.
I wanted to give you guys a little bit more flexibility.
Hey, I'm
flexibility.
down for drawing. Look, okay, drawing cards is super creative for where I come from because every system I've been in has been like a purely dice-based system. So like, look, I'm down to draw cards. Let's draw some cards, okay?
Okay, so does everybody have
And before I draw 2 of
a deck of
clubs.
cards?
No.
I'm gonna post a link in the
Right.
base book stuff, so you can check out like this a digital access to a deck of cards.
Ooh,
You can
that'll come in handy.
yes, yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, and then you can stream it and I can see what you're doing.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right. You guys ready? You guys want me to start streaming?
Yep.
Who wants to go first?
Well,
Good question.
we're gonna do this in alphabetical order, starting from bids.
Yay, hello, how you
Alright,
doing?
Bids fail.
Alright, I'm gonna pull my 12 cards.
It's 12 cards.
Yeah, and then you replace 2 of them. Then you replace 2 of the lowest ones.
1 second. I'm getting called.
And then you check the
But you
lowest
have to
ones.
keep deuces and jokers.
Yep. 7, 5, ace. Hell yeah. Let's see here. I think it's not all aces. Jesus.
You forgot to
Shuffle?
shuffle. Yeah.
Ah, yes, my bad. Here you go. Shuffled.
Yeah. Wait, I was about to say. Yeah, wait, didn't you draw it like this? This looks in order.
Yeah, right. It was like, oh, that's weird. I genuinely did. Alright,
Cheater.
let's do
No.
this. Good.
Cool.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Eesh.
Hey.
Alright. Good.
Brett says you can only draw that once, right?
Yep. I'm gonna replace the 2 lower ones. Hearts. Hearts isn't bad. I'm gonna replace this too. With a gent. And 1. It should be good. This is my
Interesting.
current spread. I'm gonna look.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's perfect. Go
Thanks.
ahead and plug it in.
Yes. I need. I
I'm
need to Google
every
chess.
weird ad on TikTok.
Don't
That
worry,
got me.
the stream can't. The stream is locked on the Roll20, so
Yeah.
we can't.
We can't see the Roblox you're playing in the background.
Right?
Clubs, cards. No.
Clubs near me.
No, good cards.
Alright.
Look, man. I'm gonna stop streaming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop looking at your stream. I don't know why I kept looking at it.
Okay, so Bobby,
Bobby's next.
you're next. So, you draw, I believe it is 16 cards.
So I just copied my stats from the soldier archetype from the 20th anniversary rulebook. But I can draw cards to redo them if you like.
Yeah. So
I figured those are just like examples or guides.
yeah.
Well, I thought it was a good precedent, so I just went off that.
I would like you to do the drawing of cards.
What application are we using for this?
So for drawing of cards,
Books and resources.
books and resources, their bids put a link to deck of cards, which is a nice little thing. Don't forget to hit the shuffle button before you start drawing.
Yeah, and then just stream it, and we'll all watch with anticipation.
Yeah.
Alright, you gotta give me a moment. I need to share the Google Drive with the computer I'm on right now, because I downloaded it on my phone.
No worries. No
No worries.
worries.
Jinx, the DM owes me a chip.
Whoa.
If only it were
You
that
get,
easy.
You get to start with one extra white chip. There you go.
Oh, yo, let's go, dude.
I hate everything about that.
You know what?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, good.
I actually added it into a sheet. Okay, 0. Look, it's been really funny. It'd be pretty based, okay?
Right.
Yep, I will only reward chips within the game, not outside of the game. Don't worry.
Based. Based. What about my character for my real life? What if I do something that's within character for them?
Alright, I got it open.
You are that character. Everything you do is in character.
My character is actually the person. I'm the character IRL.
Interesting.
What's the main weapons in this world? Just like
I'd
guns?
assume guns.
Guns, yep.
Guns, fists, and
Guns and
knives.
then, I mean, there are melee, I assume, options, but
There are melee
guns
options.
are probably the.
There are swords, knives, picks,
Okay.
hammers, all sorts of shit.
Just want to know those
Look, when you're
swords.
dealing with a vampire, stake to the heart, you know.
Yeah.
Question
Or
Still?
cut
regarding
off
these
their
cards.
head, stake to the heart, fire. It all works.
When it comes to these cards here, are we is it just like any particular attribute you want to assign it to?
You can assign it however you like.
Alright, let me check. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to draw 8 cards.
No.
You draw
need to
16.
What?
Oh,
No, you draw 12.
oh, huh? You got me
You
confused.
draw 12, right? You get 10,
Draw
and then you
12.
get 2 replacements.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad. My fucking bad. Not 16. 12, and then you get 2 replacements.
Alright, that's nice.
And you can't ditch deuces or jokers.
Mhm.
Oh wait, so Joker a good thing? Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
can choose
massive.
any
When you die,
attribute?
Base cards
when
are
you're-
usually better. Yeah.
you get basically 40-12 when you pull it, so
Mm.
that's a good stat, but things that are attached to that.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, for all I thought 2 jacks. That's good. Like that's what 12 or
That's a 10, if I remember correctly.
Uh,
It is.
Jacks are D8s.
Yep,
Yes.
Jack.
Kings
is
and
a
queens
D8.
are 10s.
If you want to know where we're pulling this from, it is page 39 in the 20th anniversary book. Page 39.
Going once, going twice.
Page
So
number 39, going once, going twice. So,
we
man in
taking
the back.
is Ace a 1 or is Ace good?
Ace is amazing. It is
12s.
a D12.
Yeah. An ace
Yeah.
is a D12.
So I haven't played the system before, but I imagine this is a good draw here.
Let me check it
Yeah.
out. Not currently looking at it. Let me get in here. Yeah, you want to keep the ace for sure. You have to keep the joker. Basically, face cards are good. So
Mm.
Wait,
if
so
you're gonna drop,
there's a drawback with the Joker, or is it all good?
that's a DM thing.
It's a backstory 10. Backstory gets extra spicy with it.
Oh,
So there is so jokers. Jokers count as D12s when making your character, but also means your character has a mysterious past. Call the marshal when this happens so we can figure out some secret fortune or long forgotten calamity once you finish making your hero. Either way, it's sure to be a lot of fun. And yes, if you draw a joker, you've got to use it. You get the mysterious pass either way, so you might as well enjoy it. After all, whatever trait you apply it to is as high as it can get during character creation.
that's rather nice. So each of these cards represent the dice combination that I have for my specific set, like 2d8 or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
what page is this? So I can just pull it up real quick.
39.
39.
All right. So I'm good with drawing the cards then, because I have 10 here.
Yep.
I discard the 2 bad ones over on the left here.
Yep.
And for the attributes that goes with, so I have this Joker. It becomes like a 4d12.
Yep.
What about the skills underneath the attribute?
We'll get to those next.
Yeah. Those
Alright.
come after you generate your attributes.
Yep. All right, Golden, you're next.
Yeah. That's. Is that the tab?
Real quick, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta do something real quick.
Okay.
Got you.
So I heard so far out of the characters that we're getting a witch hunter and an alchemist. What else we got? Anybody have any ideas?
Yeah, I'm planning on doing a Union veteran. Just like a
Nice.
classic rifleman. Nothing too complex, but just good at his trade. And quite good at general survival.
That works. That works.
Mhm.
So that's 3 out of the 5 of us.
All right.
Please don't force Golden into the healer role. He's been a healer for so many sessions.
I think
Well,
I
like
think the alchemist does some healing.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, okay. That makes
I
sense.
think. I'm not sure though.
I mean, it makes sense. What else would you use alchemy for in this setting other than like poisoning?
I don't know.
Poisoning.
Control acid in their face.
Well, that's. I mean, come on. Acid is just more immediate poisoning.
That's a fair view. That's a fair view.
If it burns, it's acid. Fire is acid. Come on, baby, give him jokers.
Right. I just clicked this button a couple times.
Yep, just shuffle on up.
Okay. So I'm drawing 10. That. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Guess I'll put them like. How do I flip a card?
Just click on it.
Ooh.
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 Alright, this will have to go change around. But
You gotta
All
keep the
jokes are
deuces,
cards.
the eight, and you gotta keep the deuces. You have to keep the joker. I'd keep the ace and the queen.
hmm
Give the ace and the queen.
Wait, you have to keep deuces?
Yeah, you have to keep the deuces
Yeah.
Ah.
Like, anytime you get a deuce, you have to keep it?
in character creation. Yeah,
Okay. Well, you still have your 2 draws.
yeah. So you can drop 2 and then
And
Replace
then
them,
see
yeah.
what you get, and then replace them as you wish.
yeah.
It's not mandatory to replace, right?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you got a king. That's pretty
You
good.
got a king, yeah. I'd
Yeah.
replace that 5 or something.
Yeah.
You think I should replace the 5?
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's a
Well,
higher die
the
type.
lower is worse, generally.
Yes.
Yeah. Because 5 of clubs equates to 1d6 in a trade. So
Faces and
Yeah,
aces
it's
are
a
the
1d5.
biggest, or close to the biggest. Jokers are the absolute best you can get.
Mm.
jokers and aces.
Jokers and
Yeah.
aces. Well, it's depends on the club, right?
Ace of spades is also like equal to a joker.
Yeah.
But it's
So not all aces are equal to the Joker, but the ace of specifically the highest ace of spades is equal
Yeah.
to Joker.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, I'm
So
Uh,
like you got the ace of diamonds there. That's 2d12 to a trade. So
Ooh.
hmm
and then you got a joker, so that's 4d12. And the DM gets a nice little bonus for you.
Fine. Alright. I'll just take a picture of this, I suppose.
yes. Just don't shuffle the deck. Yeah.
Oh dear God, don't do that.
Yeah, right? Alright. I'm gonna save this somewhere.
About to shovel the dick.
Ah!
Shit. Gotcha.
Yeah, new shuffle it real quick. Alright. Let me make do of this then. Yeah. Where is like the book located specifically?
In
The
core.
page are on page 39.
Yeah, rules and resources is the channel that has all the book content. If you open up the drive inside, it'll be under the core, I believe.
Yep.
That's where like the core rules are.
Yep.
And you're gonna want to look at the 20 version because that's the newer
20th
version,
anniversary.
the 20th anniversary, and
Okay.
that's the one we're using mainly for the game, is my understanding.
Yep.
Yes.
You can use the other books in the core folder. Just any rulings, the 20th anniversary is gonna win out.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, because they did change the rules for hucksters between putting out the game and then updating the rules halfway through, so the 20th anniversary has the updated ones.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Indeed, indeed. So, Soren, it is your turn.
Hello, it is indeed my turn. Okay, so deck cards, start streaming, share my screen. We're gonna stream deck cards. Okay, all right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Did you make sure to
4.
shuffle?
I did. I can put them all back in shuffle if you'd like again.
No, it's okay. Just
Okay.
so that
You should see pretty quickly. I hope, unless I get really unlucky and it's like perfectly in order, which is theoretically possible. And these are the two. Okay, so
That's not terrible. You got a bunch
not
of spades.
terrible.
Spades are good.
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't have to keep that 2, right? Since it's my
you do have to keep it because it's draw
Even if it's
12. It's draw 12, drop 2.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in. I thought these were like a special. So I have to get rid of one of these.
Yeah,
Oh, that's rough.
that is.
You know, having shit stats is okay.
Yeah, it's role playing.
I hate it. Hate it,
Let's see
but
here.
it's fine.
According to this,
I mean, you have most of spades, you get a lot of dice to confiscate.
Yeah,
guess.
spades are 4 die. Pretty good.
That's true.
Heck,
Yeah.
you don't have a single club.
You can
Yeah.
you can actually get like a decent amount of like aces roll on the dice number,
Yeah.
and you can just like
On your
keep adding
phone.
their stuff up. Yeah.
There you go. All right, cool.
I like the dice system in this TTRPG. It's kind of really balanced, even if you have like low rolls and stuff like no low dice.
Yeah.
and
All right, and then what page do I go to again to find out what this means?
39.
39. Okay, give me just a second.
Don't worry, there's gonna be a lot of that. So we're just talking to the audience there.
Right, have time. All right.
We got a lot of new people, including myself, so we're gonna be referring to the book a lot.
Oh, by the way, apparently for Jokers, you have to draw another card and then use its suit to determine the Joker's suit or its trait level. So Jokers aren't automatically max trait level, according to the book.
Jokers count
Alright.
as D12s when making your character.
It'll be you need to draw a
awesome.
second card for the number of die you roll.
Oh, okay.
Just according
Ah.
to luck of the draw. Joker values.
Okay.
Look,
So if
Alright.
anybody has gotten a Joker, please go back and draw one more card to decide the suit for the Joker.
I'll do that real quick.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. My apologies.
No
No
worries.
worries.
Mhm.
It must be nice having a Joker.
Like
No, I'm kidding.
to
There's
swallow
the
think
12.
of those screams.
Okay, this is the part where I'd cross my fingers if I hadn't
Mm.
dislocated one of them earlier this week. Boop, boop, boop,
Alright.
boop,
Oh
See.
damn!
boop, boop, boop,
Damn.
boop,
Okay.
boop, boop, boop. Okay. No
All right,
Joker,
let's
draw.
sadly.
All right,
Not
let's
bad.
put the Joker right here.
That's pretty cool. All right. Do-do-do.
Oh, and then so yeah, golden you'll also have to.
What's a spade?
4.
Spade is 4.
Holy!
Did you get a spade?
I got an ace of spades.
Damn.
Well, I
It's a
mean, well, the
good
ace
omen.
doesn't matter, but yeah, really good. That is 4d12.
I'm using up all my luck now. Every roll's gonna be a 1 or a 2.
No, hold on. This is the best time to use up all your luck because it'll affect the entire campaign.
That is very true. It's very
Yep.
true.
If there was ever a time to use up all your luck, if I had to choose between now and my next initiative roll, I'd definitely choose now.
Let's see.
Anything that you want to switch out, Zarthros?
I'm pretty happy with that. I just got to drop my 2 and then I should be good. Because so far that's pretty decent. Let's see. Hearts are higher, so keep the 5, keep the spade, keep the spade. Because anything 3 through 8 is basically just a d6 anyway, so you want to get more dice as opposed to less dice.
Right.
So,
So really, just one of these two. It doesn't really matter.
yeah.
One of these 4, 2 of these 4, whatever.
Yeah, because they all equate to the same, so just drop those 2. All right.
So nice, cool.
No Joker, sadly.
Are hearts? Oh, hearts are 3. Damn, I rolled really good then. I only got hearts and spades.
That is pretty good. All right. Now to jot down all that.
Even my 2 is still 3d4.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
And then once everybody has their traits down, we'll move on to your aptitudes.
So okay, where do I put these in at on my sheet? Like, how do I put these in?
So let me open up the sheet that I prepared for
First,
myself.
yeah, let me write down the values. So, got 4d4. My that and then 9 through checks d8. So I've got a 4d8. Really good.
Let's see.
And then I've got a 40 10, two 40 10s.
Oh, you figured it out?
Well, I know what the values are, but I just don't know where to put them in my sheet. Like, I don't know.
So
and
let's
traits,
start with
what they
traits and
determine.
aptitudes, and then you'll find each box is one aptitude or one trait plus all of the aptitudes under it.
Okay.
So you can put your numbers wherever you'd like. That is how I'm going to give you flexibility.
Are there variations of the system where you roll basically like
In order, yeah.
that is that? Oh, okay. That sounds rough. But I assume you do that before you pick your archetype. So I mean, it's not, I guess, that bad. You can
Yeah.
build off what you get.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are my stats. I'm just posting them in Roll20 so I can have them.
No worries.
Really good. That's actually really good when you look at it on paper.
Yeah, it is.
It's just all the spades and hearts, man.
Yeah,
So,
I
okay.
think most everybody has been really lucky with their cards.
Yep.
Except for
So
pull the black Joker.
So the only place where I see dice in the aptitude section is cognition, deafness, knowledge, mean.
Me.
Me.
Mean. nimbleness, quickness, smarts, spirits, strength. I guess that is
Yep.
enough.
That's where
Yeah.
they all go.
I started counting them as I was going down. I was like, wait, actually, this might just so happen to be the right amount. Let me look at the archetype to see what it recommends.
So, 40-10, 40-10.
So it recommends my main be pretty low and my smarts be the lowest. So I'll use those 2 deuces there. What we got next up? Let's see, next lowest we got
Is 3d10, 1d6, 1d6.
my nimbleness.
10 is a d8, so that is. That's a 1d8, so.
How important is nimbleness?
I'd say
Nimbleness
fairly important.
is your like it has your climbing, your dodge, your driving, your fighting, horse riding, sneak, swimming, teamster. So it's if you're building a I believe
Martially?
I believe also nimbleness is for your initiative, or is that quickness?
I believe quickness is initiative, and nimbleness is just, well, dodge is your main defense, so.
Yeah, dodge is definitely your main defense. So,
And anything you want to punch.
and anything that you wanna,
I
deck
will
in the
have
face.
a free no action penalty weapon. That is just a natural weapon. What does that mean? Like no action penalty? Because I am realizing that
No
my
multi-action penalty. It means that you can do it without incurring a additional action penalty. Because
and what does that mean?
the more actions that you do in a turn, the more penalties you accrue.
So basically,
You can do as many actions as you want. You just get a -2 and then a -4 and then a -6.
so basically it's free.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, knowledge is at a 2d10, so let me put a 3d8 in that.
And you'll put your racial bonuses into edges.
You. Alright.
Damn.
3d6.
Because
and
that's
that.
essentially what they are, isn't it?
Ah.
Smarts, we'll do 3d6. What does it say for
So in
smarts?
50 minutes, we're going to take a 5-minute break for everybody to go use the bathroom and stuff.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you guys know. I usually do that around 9:30. Halfway, roughly halfway through the stream.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Now let's see
What
stats should I
does
take.
so vigor and strength? What do those determine?
so strength
Vigor is health, and strength is strength.
yeah, strength is well, what you yeah, it's basically it's basically how strong you are, where vigor is your health. And also your fortitude for like uh stopping poisons, uh diseases and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Hmm. What level is a king and a queen? I don't really play cards, so.
10. So that's
Yeah.
a D10.
Well,
And
is it
its
like
suit.
level 1? Gotcha.
Yeah, so its suit is determined by its suit determines its the amount of dice.
Gotcha. It doesn't say the suit, level, so I wanted to make sure.
The suit level is clubs are 1.
Yeah.
Diamonds are 2.
Yeah.
Hearts are 3. And spades are 4. And that's listed on page 40.
I see now.
Yep, you're good.
I don't play cards. I didn't even see the diamond.
No, you're good. You're good. Yep, and that's listed on page 40 of the Deadlands Core 20th anniversary. What each card represents in terms of
39.
dice.
39.
Oh yeah.
40 is what it says in the page count, though.
Oh
I guess
yeah.
it's 39 on the top right, but yeah.
I do have the page open and everything. I just didn't know if kings or queens had diamonds or spades or whatnot on them. Because I don't.
Usually
They
they
do.
have them right there underneath the
Yeah.
letter listing in the upper left.
Yep.
Upper left and bottom right.
Yes. 2, 3, 4. Missing one. 56. Okay. All right.
Medicine. I need mad science.
Yes, you will. You'll also need regular science.
Shame.
What exactly differentiates the two?
One has schizophrenia, the other one
Morals.
doesn't.
You're telling me there's scientists out there that don't have schizophrenia?
Yes.
Believe it or not, yes.
Yes, but they're all unemployed. At least in this setting.
Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
are all werewolves.
Grr, as a werewolf would say.
So, full moon wise, that's really only going to be a problem like 3 times because we only have 3 months.
Well, but you can willingly transform.
I'm aware, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of it being a hindrance, just.
Well, also you still maintain control during the full moon.
Yeah,
It
well,
is only you only start losing control after the first blue moon, which happens in 3 months. At which point, are we just like at the blue moon? Are we still like able to turn back into human? Like, is that just like still only full moons?
I thought it was like permanent, like, our lycanthropy is going to be permanent at that point.
I know the lycanthropy will be,
Oh yeah,
but
no, you can
like,
still disguise yourselves as humans.
but yeah, we'll still be like humans. It's just on full moons we'll be forced to transform, and anytime I guess that we transform, the beasts will have full control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the goal here is to rid yourselves of the curse.
Yep.
Yes.
Ideally, yeah.
So it becomes permanent.
Yeah, at least I know my character's motivations is to by any means, because you can't exactly rejoin the war effort if you're sleeping in a tent with another man in a company
Pause.
street with 100 soldiers, and all of a sudden you
Pause.
turn into a werewolf. No, that's what they did back then. They'd have 2 to 4 men to
No,
a tent.
no, no. I'm joking.
I had a history teacher once try to convince me that Abraham Lincoln was gay on account of the fact that he had a roommate which he shared a bed with. Despite the fact that that was a really normal occurrence back then. Beds were expensive. You'd have 4 men to a bed. You sleep in a bed with all 8 of your siblings. It's just normal back then.
Yeah.
Oh, but to be fair, he was the president.
But no, not at the time. This is when he was
this
in
is grown
college.
up.
Yeah,
He
this is
wasn't
when he was.
always the president.
When he was in college. Oh, I thought this. I
Nah,
thought
he
they were
was just
talking about
born
his.
with. He was born
I
with a
thought.
stovepipe pad in his head, and he became the president overnight.
No. I thought they were talking about during his travel, because there was like rumors that he was one of his campaigning friends and like traveling buddies. They always stayed in the room when they were.
You mean Lincoln wasn't born the president of the USA?
Yeah. Wait. What? You don't think he was president his entire life? There's a time where Lincoln wasn't president? Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Hans.
Han Solo,
True.
stop kissing your sister.
But she's hot. Sweet home, Coruscant. I what's Spirit gonna matter for?
Oh,
That's
too loud.
Too loud.
Well, we are a chaotic party.
But so what's Spirit for?
Basically, we'll say
Spirit is basically your
Will save.
will save, basically.
And then also like certain stats like faith, like magic, I assume.
Yeah.
Like for me, faith is my magic because I have miracles, which means I don't cast with cards? Question mark.
no.
I think you gotta choose what item you cast through, be it a staff or whatever.
Well, I have a holy symbol. Like I have a crucifix.
It's a little hypocritical. You're going out and killing witches with magic, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand. They're using devil magic. I'm using god magic. So mine's better.
I once ran a D&D game where it was pretty much the same like idea, where the pretty hypocritical like general government of this region, they were totally approving of clerics and paladins, but basically anything else wasn't allowed because, well, they're not using our magic.
Gross magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not like state approved legislated magic.
Well,
Wait,
you had to
how
get
does-
you had to get a
okay.
magic license.
Okay, divine blooded sorcerers. What's that like? Is that like toeing the line? Like how
I
close
think
is that?
I didn't have to cover that during my game because most of the party was the bad magic sort, but they're kind of given
Oh,
a free pass on account of the fact that they were under the employ of the emperor's personal
gotcha.
advisor and his general. They kind
Gotcha.
of were like in cahoots.
So that's really funny though. The idea of just like what does a divine sorcerer do? Like how are they handling this? Like their mom was a diva, okay? Like and not like the the prima donna girl kind of
No, no.
like a diva.
Fortunately, that game died. Like just people lost
Fortunately?
interest. Unfortunately, there was this
Oh.
one guy who was, he was just really toxic and just generally like after like he caused the whole shebang, everyone started losing interest. But his thing was, when some people you can really tell what movie they just watched or what video game they just played.
Yeah.
He was like one of those people, or like one day you knew he was playing like let's say Call of Duty, the next day you knew he was playing Red Dead Redemption because he was insisting about how his bard was now going to wear a cowboy hat and carry a gun.
Oh, so his character like swapped every other session.
Oh yeah, he started as a druid and ended up switching into a bard like through session 2. He's like, oh, by the way, I'm a bard now.
Not as far off as you think.
They're not too dissimilar.
Have you seen Halson from Baldur's Gate 3?
No, I've not.
Oh, okay. Well, dude's a druid, but damn, he gets it, okay?
Is this referring to that one controversy regarding a bear?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
it is.
Hell no.
No, he is the bear.
Still, I do not condone any form of bestiality.
Oh man. And also he's like super like neat. Like he even if you're not in a relationship with him, he'll ask you like if you and your partner like start like getting in the mood, he'll ask about that. It's really awkward. It's like, dude, can you not? Like I get that you're a druid and you have no sense of personal boundaries, but
it's like this really nosy dad just making fun, trying to make fun of you and shit.
right?
Yeah, I mean they're normal. It happens. Weirdos. They exist.
Okay. It is now almost. I'm waiting for it to switch to 30. Will you switch to 30 already so I can go change my laundry over?
We can
I just
break now if you
want
want.
the time.
We can break now if you guys want.
And then when we get back, we can go on to traits.
Aptitude.
Well, we already did aptitude, right? That's the spirit smarts.
No, that's traits.
Oh, that's traits. Okay, I got
Yeah.
the two.
Yes.
Different name.
So, we will be back in 5-10 minutes. Whatever.
I need some
however
help,
long
man.
that- Help? What do you need help with?
Assign my stats a little bit.
Well, I can tell you right now that the higher the die type in smarts, knowledge, and cognition, the more points you're going to have to work with for buying your skills.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Smarts and cognition, yes?
Smarts, cognition, and knowledge.
Got it. Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Smarts, okay, we already know knowledge, we did it. 4.
On that one, you're going to care about the die type because for the next part, we're going to add the D whatevers together, and that's how many skill points you get. So
Cognition
like,
and knowledge are D8s.
D8s, okay, so that's 16 points you're going to have so far. And then whatever
Nice.
you're going to put in knowledge.
I know. Oh, no, it's 16 from knowledge and cognition.
So so cognition and knowledge is D8s, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 16 so far, and then plus whatever you put in smarts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Character creation I'm good at for this.
For some reason, I've lost my mouse cursor.
That happens. That very easily happens.
No, I can max out my my potential points, or I can like give myself a higher dice number.
Well,
something on spawn.
The base for your stats is the actual traits themselves. And really, out of all of them, and I'm not trying to min-max here, I'm just making you suggestions. The only one you're going to roll off the base trait itself is quickness, because that's going to be for initiative.
Ah, okay, so everything else I just need to do more.
So quickness would be your next one, and then...
Yeah.
Nice, okay, so I'm gonna have like 2d8s.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anything above a d6 is good. Of course, the more dice you roll, the better the chances of having actual stuff to do in combat, other than, okay, I do my one thing, and then I wait for next round.
Which,
my neighbor
before we
so
move
mad?
on to aptitudes, I'm going to apply everybody's boons for being werewolf.
Awesome.
Because you get a boon in human form for your traits.
Nice.
But we'll do that once everybody gets back.
Well, yeah. Right now we're just kind of bullshitting and filling time.
Yes, yes. That is the entirety of this stream, is bullshitting and filling time.
Pretty much.
I mean, we are pretty funny, so.
Right.
I like to think we are.
Me too.
I think I bring the average down a little.
No, you're fine. You're good. You're funny. We're all funny. Except me.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you are a 2 out of 8 entertainer.
I'm the one that herds the cats, you know?
Yeah. So that means
I am not one of the cats.
You take a penalty to your mean, but you make up for it by rolling 6 of them.
Yep.
All right, here. I'm working out my character sheet on paper before I do it on the actual system.
Ah, that's why we only have 4 sheets.
Yep. I haven't submitted a sheet yet because I haven't messed with Roll20 very much, honestly.
Yeah, I picked the updated version of the sheet.
Nice. Yeah, that'll help.
Um, even though the older version I think has a better layout, the updated one has better formula.
Yeah, yeah. And especially with the amount of dice we're going to be rolling, we're going to need those formulas.
Yep, and if you want the fun of actually rolling dice, turn on 3D dice in your settings.
Oh, I already did. And I accidentally did a test roll, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm going to keep that.
It gives you the dopamine of rolling dice without actually rolling dice.
Which is always useful. All right. Oh, since we're currently in bullshit time, any objections to being a Texas Ranger?
Not at all.
Okay. I wanted to do that before I got further into spending my mandatory skill points.
You would
Like,
technically be an ex-Texas Ranger.
not if I buy the right boons.
That's
True.
true. That's true.
You know, he's got a good point.
As long as I buy the right rank and meet the criteria. I mean, granted, starting off about the highest I'm probably going to get is maybe a sergeant. So I don't get the really, really good shit, but
Does that do anything for your starting money?
no,
Well,
no,
just so
not
everybody
at all.
knows, I am giving you $100
Ooh,
to do
that's
with for your kit, everything from your clothes on your back to the gun in your holster. You're gonna pay for with that $100.
So, okay,
so
so quick
we're
question.
gonna need dinero then, is what you're saying.
So quick question actually about that. How does starting equipment work normally? Because like I know my
It's
characters
75.
like
It's $75.
really
Yeah.
why does the character in Witch Hunter why do they say I get 203? That's why is the example giving 203? That's weird.
Um,
Oh,
it depends
Why
on your archetype, what you start with, but I'm just giving everybody $100 to work
100?
with.
Okay, gotcha. I was
as,
just like, why is my guy loaded? Like, what are the? I
just out of
guess they are witch
curiosity,
hunting.
is that's overriding the normal 250 starting, right?
That is, yeah.
Okay, okay. So yeah, we're gonna be. Ooh,
Our equipment is going to be very, very slim.
yes. Because I mean, just looking at the prices, a good rifle costs $25.
Those damn taxes.
Yeah,
Whoever said in
and
1861 owned a good rifle?
Right?
and
Prices I
But
went off.
but you're gonna have a lot of chances to upgrade your gear during the game,
that's fair.
No.
especially if you go and you sell shit from like things that you kill and stuff.
Sure,
I,
that's fair.
do I get the veterans discount for the Spencer because things sold for $10 during the war if you were a soldier? Like you could take yours home for $10 rather than
DM,
25.
You know what? I'll allow it.
DM, do I get the pointing a gun at the person's head discount? You
No.
know, I feel like if I point a gun at the person that I'm buying from's head, they tend to reduce the price significantly.
100% discount.
I get a 100% discount.
No.
Well,
Got the ultimate coupon.
you get 100% discount, but it lasts for about 10 seconds before I blow your brains out the front of your face
Okay,
because I'm
but
standing behind you.
All
okay, but
times.
what if dodge?
Yeah, you'd have to roll dodge.
Look, okay, I'm a dodge crit build, okay? High dodge, high crit, all the way. But my vigor is a D4.
Ooh, so if I wing you, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm gone if you touch me.
Hey guys, quick question. How does calculate the vigor? Is it distinction with like
It's Whatever die you assign to it, basically. So, like, for instance, I've got a 1d6.
Oof.
Yeah. It's not great, but to be fair, that you have to make certain sacrifices when, for your character concept, you're required to throw out a lot of skill points.
So
I'm curious.
now
Let me see
that
if I can.
now that everybody's back,
Hi.
Welcome back.
I'm going to hand out the boon for your human forms for being werewolves.
Grr.
So first off, your vigor is going to go up 1 die type.
Oh, sweet.
So D8.
D-chance.
D8s.
D20s.
Your strength is going to go up 1 die type.
Okay, that's a D8 as well then. I'll take that. Not bad.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Alright, let me actually put all.
Let me reopen my sheet so I know. Okay, so your nimbleness is going to go up 1 die type.
Really good for me. 46 to a 48.
Same.
My nimbleness is already the maximum.
So you'll just get a
40
plus
Just a
plus
plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you roll it, you'll put in an added modifier of plus 2.
Great.
Cool.
Nimbleness and what else?
And let's see.
Just nimbleness, strength, and vigor.
Your mean will go up by 1 die type.
Nice.
Really?
Oh.
That takes me to a D10.
We're better at talking to people, guys, because we're a werewolf.
Werewolves have unnatural appeal to them.
I guess so. I mean, I am a D6 now instead of a D4.
Can you elaborate on what you mean by appeal?
No.
I think you know.
I want to hear him say it.
I'll say
I
it.
want to hear him
And
say
then
it.
a werewolf,
and then the
and
last
see how many of them are sexy.
the last one
It's
one
like
that goes
vampires.
up is your smarts. Your smarts is gonna go up by 1 die type.
Oh, sweet.
All
That
the
affects my skill
stats
points.
that I intended on
Sick.
not using. But hey, 46.
Alright. So, nimbleness, me, and smarts.
Nimbleness,
Vigor,
mean, vigor,
Mean.
strength, and smarts.
all go up by 1 die type.
Yep. Which is pretty damn good.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then all the stats I'm going to be using, they go down 1 die type.
No,
Force
no.
3.
But
You got it, buddy.
So, let's see here.
Alright.
So I may not have drawn an ace, but I'm effectively now have at least one ace.
and now we're gonna move on to aptitudes. So, let's see here. Aptitude points. The sum of your character's knowledge, smarts, and cognition die types is the number of points you have to put into aptitudes to purchase skills. So, if you have a D8 plus in your knowledge, a D6 in your smarts, and a D12 in your cognition, that would be 26 points to spend on aptitudes.
Ignoring any, like, 3d6, 2d6.
Correct. It is literally just the die type.
Okay, so you said knowledge, smarts, and
Cognition.
cognition. So
6, 9,
10, 6, 6. Okay, so 22.
25, 12.
Chances
During
those are all 4 dice.
During character creation, each aptitude level costs 1 point, so a 1 point skill costs 1 point, and a 4 point skill costs 4 points. You can start with an aptitude higher than 5, although you can raise your aptitudes higher than that later if you really work at it. Basic aptitudes. Every character starts with a few basic skills. These are free and aren't taken out of your aptitude points. If you want to increase any of these skills beyond their initial levels, you may add 1 level for 1 point, 2 levels for 2 points, and so on, up to the normal limit of 5. All heroes start with Climb, Search, Sneak, Area, Knowledge, Home, Home County, 2.
Home county is 2.
Yep, the other ones are 1.
So climb, sneak, and search. And home county 2.
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Is anyone else watching Paul versus Tyson right now?
My dad is.
I'm not.
I'm
Yeah,
not because I'm in a game right now, sir.
I can
Right.
multitask. Look, it's on 2 guys I don't care about right now, so I'm paying attention. Besides, I mean, Paul versus Tyson's only going to last 1 round. It won't distract me that much.
Yeah. Real quick question, DM. I forgot it.
Damn it.
I
That was bad.
score.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm almost there. Give me one sec. Oh, right. Dragonborn free weapon. What is that going to count as for fighting? Is it just brawling?
So your free weapon is counted as brawling, yeah.
Okay. And is brawling just like straight fucking fists?
Yeah, it's basically straight fucking headbutt, fist, kick.
Any improvised weapons as a part of that, or?
I think there's an actual improvised weapon skill, but
Gotcha.
I'm not sure.
Oh, by the way, DM, I looked it up. Bayonet count as spear fighting, but
Spear fighting,
they
yeah.
they count as fighting, but they do the damage of a knife with the defense and quickness of a spear.
Yeah.
Uh, and can you repeat the aptitude stuff?
Yeah, I can repeat that section if you like.
So I can get that written down.
So, knowledge, smarts, and cognition, you're going to take the die types of, and you're going to add them together. Then, for free, you get Climb in 1, Search 1, Sneak 1, and Area Knowledge Home County 2.
Hold on, I have hold on, you mean cognition, right? Cognition, vigor, and smarts, correct?
What?
No,
No.
knowledge, smarts, and cognition.
Oh, thanks.
And then you said something about adding them together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you add the die types together.
So like if I have 2d6, or if I have a d6, a d6, and a d10 for those stats, it would be 6 plus 6 plus 10. And then that would be the total points I have to spend on buying
All of your
aptitudes.
aptitudes, yep.
And
I'm
basically for 1 point in an aptitude,
It's 1 to 1, basically.
yeah, it's 1 to 1 at character
one.
creation.
No, I'm talking about the werewolf stuff.
Oh, werewolves? That was
Here, I'll write it down in the Discord chat.
Yes, thanks, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vigor, strength, nimbleness, mien, and smarts are +1 die type for werewolf.
Yep,
Vigor,
that.
smarts, nimbleness, thanks. And strength, right?
Strength, yeah.
Vigor,
Strength,
strength,
vigor.
nimbleness, mean, and smarts.
Yep, all that.
Looks for me.
So I'm aware this might be a little metagaming, but I put a point in artillery. Are there any chance we're going to encounter any form of cannon or Gatling gun at all?
I can't tell you that.
I mean, you could always lug one around and make that the case.
I mean, you're a
That is an
werewolf.
amazing idea.
Yeah.
There is no way you're gonna be able to afford either of those with $100.
Oh no, I'll just steal one.
Just steal one.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
Say
mean,
anything
you got-
about affording.
As long as you steal it from the Yankees, I have no problems with that.
Oh, I rest assured.
Here's
I'm not stealing from the Yankees.
here's what I'm actually gonna do with your starting money. So you're gonna get the 250, but you're also gonna get an additional 100.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
okay, wow.
I want you fuckers to be kitted out.
Can I start with a really good horse then? Because I've got a lot of leftover money.
You can never have enough ammunition,
What
especially
are
silver ammunition.
Very true.
What are hindrances?
Hindrances
Bad taste.
are bad traits for your character that if you roleplay them, you get chips.
Okay. Well, I'm curious because like there's like -4, -3. Like, what does that mean?
Basically, it's basically kind of like, you know, World of Darkness.
No.
Ah, shit.
Well, here's what it is. The boons
Say like a super
that you can
common.
take, you pay for by taking points and hindrances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all you
Up to
need
a
to
max
say.
of 10.
So whatever
Yep.
edges that you take, you need to have an equal amount of points in hindrances.
Yep. That's all you need to say. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. So I need 5. I don't need it, but it's recommended to have 5. Where is it?
Don't
Where
forget
is
your
it?
roleplay items either, like a pot and to cook in and shit like that. But yeah, I'm a very big stickler for that shit.
7, 9,
Oh, noted.
9.
Hope everyone likes dried
12.
beans.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love dried beans.
Right?
12.
Who here's read The Dark Tower? Like,
Ugh, I tried to make it through the first one and I couldn't. And I normally love Stephen King.
so I honestly, it's like I really thought I'd like it. I ended up like not really liking it. But you know what I'm referring to? I talk about the dried beans in chapter 1.
I do not, because it's been ages since I tried to make it through it.
All right, never mind then.
All right.
So question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking over my starting stats. First off, he has a lot of stat points, but that's besides the point. Secondly, my question was in pertaining to this. Am I allowed, or is it too late, to switch around the base values that I put in for my stats? Now knowing that the die type is that important in character creation.
I would say
Because
yes, it is. It is too late.
the only reason I ask is because originally my idea was I thought it was in a scale of D4 to 4D10 in terms of importance, without knowing the fact that the die size would be this important. And now I'm looking at all my skills, and apparently I need a lot of skills. And my class, I did not kit that out to be like that.
Well, um, I'll be nice to you and let you go back.
I appreciate that.
Down.
And I do apologize.
Because I want to give you guys as much of a head start as I possibly can, because this game is very brutal,
Hmm.
and I don't want you to die in your first firefight.
Yeah.
So on the fact that I want an entertaining campaign, I will allow you to do this.
Thank you very kindly. Alright. It's probably not going on one. I want knowledge, right? What is knowledge?
Okay. Miscellaneous. Yeah, there we go.
Can I start off with there's a typical horse listed in the 20th anniversary. That's $150. Can I start with one of them?
Yeah, you have 250 plus another $100 to spend on your kit, which includes your horse.
That's a lot of money. I'm still gonna have a lot left over.
Again, you can never have enough ammunition.
True.
Oh, what's the difference between the normal bullets and silver bullets?
So silver bullets in this setting cost 2 times the amount of regular bullets.
Sorry, how many times you cut out?
2 times.
2 times.
That is rather affordable. Well, we got the Lone Ranger up here making some.
You can
So
also get hollow points, which will do an additional wound that cost 1.5 times the amount.
Well, might as well get the best.
And then you can get silver hollow points for 3 times the amount.
That
You're like
that just wouldn't work. Hollow points need to be light. Like the material needs to be light enough to disintegrate in it. I don't think silver would work.
silver's actually a very light material.
I'm aware, but just like the general makeup of hollow weight splits up. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. It just probably wouldn't work to the same effect as a normal hollow point round.
I'm just saying.
Uh,
Never mind.
So
Rule of cool.
this is the world of West.
Rule of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, rule of cool.
I'm
So
sorry.
this
It's
is a
just,
Wendy's.
I don't mean to be mean, but it just is like the idea of somebody going, actually, because of the electron binding of a silver element, the silver alloy itself is comprised of multiple different electrons and neurons that might make this not applicable to a hollow point shell.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say neurons?
No,
You mean
you didn't hear
neutrons?
that. Nope, you didn't hear that at all. I don't
Hey,
know what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to life of any future werewolf I'm about to fight because with my leftover money, I'm about to have enough hollow point 56 silver rounds to wipe out the entire werewolf population of the
Look,
U.S.
okay, all I'm gonna say is if you guys don't play this like Fallout New Vegas, I don't know what to tell you.
That's exactly how
Well,
you
We
should
gotta
play this.
we gotta have the music. The music. Well, speaking of, where is the music? Emerald 20. The DM was like, I'm gonna put some music on for character creation, and I heard it for like a second, but for some reason I haven't heard it anymore. Is it still playing for you guys?
yeah.
I only put as much
Weird.
ammunition I could logically carry, which is still a couple hundred rounds.
I see it in the jukebox. Why do I not hear it?
Y'all ever done an explosive build for Fallout New Vegas?
No, but that
Yes.
sounds amazing.
It comes highly recommended. You kind of have trouble having enough ammunition supply, but once you get the right grenade launchers, I have a character and it's incredibly broken. It's unarmed for close quarters. Then I got the 25 mil launcher, the 40 mil launcher, and the machine gun, like the grenade machine gun, plus a shit
Yeah.
ton of grenades. And I beat Lonesome Road like 10 levels under leveled, and it only went through like 3/4 of my ammunition.
My
The music stopped. No. There you go.
There we go. My first ever build in Fallout New Vegas was a melee build, and then I realized how boring that was, and decided to do a new playthrough where I was one-hand pistols all the way, specifically revolvers. Really reaching into my inner west, you know?
I
I've done.
whenever I play a Fallout game, I always like to play the handsome gunman, the
I
single
played.
shot.
A luck build.
Sorry.
I played through a lot of different playstyles for Fallout New Vegas. I played that game way too much. But I like putting like role play limitations on myself. Like I can only use blank type of weapon or whatever, and I can only wear blank type of outfit or whatever. Like I did one where an NCR Ranger exclusively used NCR weapons and equipment.
That's pretty cool.
And then also use the hardest fucking mods out there just to make it
Oh, of course.
hard on yourself.
Well, I like it as a role-playing game, not as a cock and ball torture simulator.
It can be both. It can be
Uh,
both.
I
Well,
played
hold on
Fallout.
now.
Like,
I was about to say, don't shoot yourself on that. Never mind, I'm not gonna finish that.
I know the implication. Zarthax, are you a Dixie sympathizer?
Well, I'm making
What?
a Texas Ranger, so you tell me.
Ooh, I'm gonna get in a lot of those chips for my hindrances.
Real quick, DM. Language native tongue, is that also free or?
Yeah, that's free.
Yeah.
I just didn't know because it said like that was one of the recommended skills for this archetype, and I was like, is that free? Do I have to pay to know English?
Technically, your language would be draconic, but we're not gonna do that.
That's if I was born in Asia. I actually am a born and raised American. My parents immigrated here.
True. Immigrated here to work on the railroads. You know.
Nope. Look at my last name. They were also hunters. Because fun fact about American immigration, a lot of the reason why we have like Smithson or Smith is because people that immigrated here, the people at the ports of entry were very like bad with like last names from other languages, and so they'd commonly give them a last name based on their profession.
Ah.
That's pretty cool.
So you're
Quick question for you.
Herod Hunter.
You know why there's so
Yes.
many Italians named Tony out there? Because at
Uh,
Ellis
hey,
Island, they
phone.
wrote 2 and Y on their forehead.
Ah,
That's
that's
I feel like
interesting. I
that's
like
not true. I feel like that's not.
No,
I feel like it's
I-
not.
It's a joke. A poor one, but it's a joke.
Okay. Yeah. I was not falling for that one. I was like, wait, huh?
I got a buddy named Tony who told me that one at a reenactment once.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at this, right? Like, how do these people beat the shit out of each other and then give like a perfect coherent interview afterwards?
what are you
They weren't
talking
trying hard.
about? Did
They
they
weren't
miss
trying
something?
hard enough.
I'm talking about Tyson versus Paul right now. They're about to go on. The bout before them just finished.
Yeah.
Seriously dating my stream.
They're
at the moment.
boxers.
They just aren't trying hard enough, honestly.
very true.
Okay, I don't know where this guide recommendation is getting their points, but I'm like 8 short, so all right. I guess I'm gonna start cutting things. Can't
Well, you
believe the guide
don't
did
need
me
to know how
like
to shoot a
this.
gun, right?
I do.
Yeah, it is advisable that all people know how to shoot a gun, especially in this game.
Well, not if you're a
Indeed.
werewolf.
Well, no. But if you're
I mean,
leaning
I'm
into
not
it,
gonna
you might
turn
get
into a
shot.
werewolf.
I mean, how many average Joes just happen to have silver bullets lying around?
You'd be surprised.
Here's the thing.
I have.
Yeah.
In your human form, you can still be hurt by regular bullets.
Yeah.
That's just lies the media tells you to make you think you could pull off a successful bank robbery.
What is overawe?
Yeah, man. You gotta check low
That's
fireball
intimidate,
bullets.
basically.
Yeah.
You gotta keep shooting yourself with lower caliber bullets to become more resistant to higher ones. And if you
That's
keep going
true.
up, if you keep going up, you're gonna become eventually immune to cannonballs.
There you go.
I'm a scientist. You can trust me.
No, he's got a point, guys. No cap.
On God, for real.
On God, for real, for real.
And my mama. Her grave gets immediately struck by lightning.
Because God exists in this universe.
He does. He's canonical. So is every religion, technically.
Yeah,
is true.
even Cthulhu.
Which I always thought it was really funny, like in like fantasy like settings, like people going like, "Oh, dude, why is religion so important in medieval fantasy things?" Like, sir, being an atheist in real life, totally fine. You can believe what you want to believe. being an atheist in Faerun, you're insane. That's like
You want to go into the wall. That's what happens.
that makes no sense because
They did a whole game about that.
on a regular occasion, like gods do so many things.
Yeah, you're crazy if you are an atheist like D&D, because they're very, very much confirmed to exist.
No, the thing is, if you're an atheist, you have three things can happen to you. One, you go into the fucking wall, which is like a bottom of hell. Second, you get eaten by the Lord of Hell, which is Asmodeus, if I remember his name. And the third option, which is a very rare option, is you meet the dumbest wizard to ever exist. Then he eats your soul.
Yeah, I would say I don't know which one's worse, and then you said that, and I'm like, okay, well now I know.
There is some very deep lore.
Very deep lore, very deep lore.
Yes.
Okay, I have my stuff put in.
I've
Guys,
got all my stats done.
you know
Every-
how it feels to have your neighbor be the Red Devil himself?
That is.
Excuse me, I'm very sorry, my neighbor's just been very annoying.
No, you're fine.
Because I'm actively whispering and they're saying knocking on the wall like I'm screaming.
I think there's so many people watching the fight right now, the whole system's lagging out.
There's a reason. That's just one reason why not to watch it.
Well, I really want to see Jake's Paul's face get kicked in.
You can
Well,
watch after.
Yeah. Somebody sent it down to the YouTube.
I'm aware. I'm very aware. I mean, I didn't see Oppenheimer for a reason, but still, I think that
Oh,
there's a more satisfaction in seeing it happen in real time.
good
Oh,
question,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Win. What's that?
That'd be like HP.
Oh. How's it determined?
Wind is different from wounds in that wind is more so
Like toughness?
more so for getting knocked out, whereas wounds is for fucking dying.
So does wind not matter for getting knocked out?
Yo, wind matters for getting knocked out.
Or for dying?
Wind does not matter for dying.
Okay, so like in a real fight, wind doesn't really come up.
Depends. Are you punching the guy? Because if he's
No,
punching
you
you, wind matters.
Or he's shooting you.
Well, no, that'd be wounds.
Gotcha. Or clawing you with wolf
Yeah, that
claws.
To be fair, that's probably wounds too. Let's see.
But yeah, I figure $350. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And what year does this take place? Like, is there an exact year?
There is not an exact year for very many reasons.
18XX.
Yeah, it's.
Do you want to give an
18XX.
exact year? Or?
It does matter for the types of equipment we can have, though.
That's true.
So I would appreciate a ballpark.
Oh, let's see.
Late 1800s.
1870?
Can you at least give the decade?
Maybe 1880.
All right.
80s.
Oh, okay, okay. Who wants to make some gum?
Fun fact, by the way, $315 in the year 1880 is the equivalent of $10,819 in today's money.
We're rich.
Yeah, no, $350 is a lot of money.
I mean, to be fair, For me to do my alchemy, I need philosopher stones, and I need a ghost stone for that stuff to make those, and that is the equivalent of gold.
Sure.
No. Ghost rock
So I
I would
better
also
be
like to
fucking
point out
rich.
that a decent horse,
valuable
a
than
regular horse
gold.
costs $150, but a good horse costs $300.
So
I got
understand.
well over 150 left over.
Understand
Well, there you
that
go, you can buy
ghost
a
rock.
horse.
I already put typical horse, and that's $150.
Can I get like a normal car?
You can get a special horse.
Can I get a Lamborghini?
Oh right.
Can I have my Honda Accord, please?
So ghost rock isn't as valuable as gold. It is more valuable than gold.
Nah, shit, I need that money
Fun.
then.
By the way, fun fact, actually, because we're in this decade, it actually matters. The first motorized vehicle or car was invented in 1886.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but thanks to mad science, they already have that, helicopters and jetpacks now.
That's true. Never mind. My bad.
Maxim gun was
forgot.
invented in 1881, and
Look,
I mean
here, let me-
1884.
Look, let me
Same deal with
cook,
that one, though.
okay?
We have fucking Mecca.
Yes. Yes.
I already said we're gonna have there's somewhere in this game, at some point, there has to be an Evangelion reference. We're gonna have like a big mech fight.
We're gonna go against the government.
Well, as long as it's against the Yankee government, I have
As
no
long
problem
as
with
it's
that.
against the Confederate government, I have no problem with it.
Oh,
Dude,
we
just
gonna
like
fight.
traitors.
We gonna fight.
Oh, we're fighting against the. Wait, so you're on the side of the racists?
No, because at this point they dropped the whole racism overtones.
Honestly, that is just. I read the Back East the South book, and
Yeah.
some crazy shit. Like whoever made that
Oh.
up was
Oh, yeah.
like a D1 Confederate meat writer.
DM, did you want to tell them about the change in how that's going to be handled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Due to the introduction of fantasy races?
so we have fantasy racism.
My favorite type.
It's
Oh,
like
we
hood
already talked
races,
about
in
that.
but
in
with
in the
blackjack and
Confederacy.
hookers.
Yeah.
Why'd they go so quiet?
So there's a lot of slavery in the Confederacy going on.
Whoa.
But like real America in the Civil War.
It
Right.
really should not be economically profitable anymore by this point, though.
But
No,
But
they're literally
listen,
just
hatred
holding
of
on
economics.
to hold on at this point.
I mean, their economy should be absolutely in the gutter. Poverty should be rampant. The war economy should have devastated them. I mean, living in the South
only
really
thing
actually
that's
sucked.
keeping them fucking afloat is the vampires. Okay.
Well, yeah, they're half of the government is like vampires and aberrations and whatnot. And not only that, but like the KKK is run by a dude with a haunted sword, and they have a bunch of mechs which are like kind of keeping them in the fight, and chlorine gas.
But the most important part is that it's not directed as what it normally would be in Wild West. Instead, it's directed at the fantasy races.
Which ones in particular?
Mainly
Yes.
orcs.
All right, so I'm
mainly
gonna
orcs.
say I want to free the orcs. All right.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was all of them.
Also, everybody is like, oh, fuck them Indians.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
true.
Well, I know Indian Sign Language, so I can translate that to them. I'm pretty sure it's a middle finger, but I'm not quite sure on that.
Okay. So.
Oh, we still have the whole thing with like Jefferson Davis is the president, but he's actually I take this as a quote from the book. He is an evil version of Jefferson Davis, taken from like a clone made by which I think it's funny that they need to specify an evil version of him.
Yeah. Golden.
Close, but wrong.
Put in your trick aptitudes.
Well, I still gotta come up with a character and whatnot. So I've joined on the spot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
Have you looked at the archetypes?
I have,
Okay.
but
You could also say fuck it and just build your character however you want, because
yeah, because
Sure.
Savage Worlds is a pretty what is it,
Open.
customizable sort of
Open
thing.
system.
Yeah.
There's no classes or whatnot.
I think archetypes seem to be like
There's
a
no
big
true classes.
Yeah.
Archetypes are recommendations.
Archetypes are
there's, like-
recommendations.
There's outlines like being a gunslinger or a mad scientist or a huckster or whatever.
Yeah.
Question about hucketry actually. Is it really just prohibited to people who know it, or can you be like an average Joe but still dabble a little bit in it?
You can be an average Joe and still dabble in it. But there are Union sanctioned hucksters and Confederate sanctioned hucksters, and then there's just those that dabble in it.
Well, those laws don't matter out here in California.
No, they don't,
Much.
because this is disputed territory, so.
Well, my guy's not the hugest fan of magic, and it's part of the backstory. But
Yeah. So, like, the hucksters out here are usually ones that aren't sanctioned and stuff, so.
Oh.
They're fair game for hunting.
of course, fate had to dictate that Zarthax would be my mortal enemy,
Of course.
Johnny
Uh,
Reb.
I guess what's everyone else
That's
doing?
Mr. Johnny Reb to you.
Character wise, I heard like Witch Hunter.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a divine caster, witch hunter, seeking out the truth. Gonna have a pistol. Gonna have my claws. That's what I'm doing.
And then, Bids, if I remember correctly, is gonna be a mad scientist.
Yes.
Nice.
And then Bobby DeFish
From Washington.
is whatever Bobby DeFish is.
A fish.
A fish. There you go. There's a fish
You're gonna
race.
play Tom
Fuck.
Kinch.
Now, my guy's he's a Union veteran who is on a quest to solve his lithophobia so he can get back in the fight. Rather patriotic individual, but when it comes to actual gameplay, he's pretty much like a sniper. Not really, but like just a rifle.
A rifleman.
Oh, okay.
So I can just make
Okay.
whatever elixir I want?
So
Um,
DM.
Yeah.
Can you send me like a picture of every race so I know what they look like?
Well, they're your standard, standard fantasy races. You know, they're humans, elves, dwarves.
Yeah. Gotcha. Just standard fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm just making
dragons.
sure, 'cause there might be like, certain tweaks that I don't know about. Like maybe the orcs look a little bit different, or like, Dragonborn and whatnot.
No, not really. Just just standard fantasy.
Gotcha.
Orc, elf, dwarf, dragonborn, and human. And each one does have some minor benefit that are pinned in general. Or 2 minor benefits.
Yeah, I count extra pace and ignoring rough terrain for elves as one benefit.
Oh.
So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
so I must draw 5 cards.
Hmm.
Discovering formula. This is the part where.
Zarthax, I know you're a ranger, but what are you kind of like specialized in?
Well, the drawback with being a Texas Ranger from character creation is pretty much all of my points are mandated to go into either combat or very close to related combat stuff. So
You have like a
Gotcha.
revolver slinging gunslinger, a shotgun
Yeah.
toting,
well,
shotgun surgeon.
a ranger's supposed to be good at everything, and thanks
Yeah.
to my Lamat Undertaker, I am both a pistol guy and a shotgun guy.
Just a carbine, or it's in pistol form?
It's a pistol with an underslung shotgun barrel.
I'm aware of what the Lamat revolver is. It's just there's a carbine variant of it and a pistol variant.
Oh no, this is the pistol.
Hey, if you want to ask me about basically any weapon in the Civil War, I can give you an essay on it. I know that's a pretty bold claim, but it's really my passion is the Civil War.
Oh, nothing wrong with that, man.
Well, I'd say more like generally like the 1860s moving into Reconstruction as well, because unlike a lot of folks who say, "Oh, I like history," and then they just like World War II, I do like to know about general stuff like how people lived, how norms, what people wore, like general stuff like that.
So if you ever
Just
got a
to-
time machine, you can actually make use of it without being burned at the stake.
Well, I once had a hypothetical scenario with my friend where we time traveled back in time and became scalp hunters to make money and we'd wear the clothes we had one night. It was kind of dumb, but the point is, we had our whole like, what if we were time traveled back to 1850 kind of plan,
Oh,
which
yeah.
no one really needs, but yeah.
Well, nobody really needs a zombie plan either, but people got them.
Everyone has a zombie plan. I know I have a comprehensive zombie plan.
Mine is either to live as long as possible or to die as quickly as possible.
I actually got a reenactment tomorrow.
It depends on it really depends on
What kind?
what kind of zombies.
Yeah, if it's into
They're
like World
walkers
War
versus
Z.
runners.
If they're
Yeah.
runners, I'm dying. That's it. It's
Yeah,
over.
yeah, me too. I'm giving up. If it's into like the Dying Light ones, I would really check the bullet.
Right.
Well, my zombie plan is way more defensive when it comes to runners and way more, like, mobile when it comes to walkers.
So
I have
I have a genetic disadvantage. I can't run for shit, and I have my balance is crap.
Well, you don't need to run when you can exercise your Second Amendment rights upon the undead.
Sir, I live in a country where guns are disallowed.
Well, yep, guess you're dying.
I can pull a machete maybe.
Well, the problem with any melee weapon that it feels like video games and movies and like The Walking Dead, never really address the fact that you get tired pretty quick using them. Only game I've really seen do that good is Project Zomboid, where you kill a good 30 zombies with a spear and your arms get tired,
Yep.
Yeah, but then there's
That
also the whole thing of like having a shitload of adrenaline run into your fucking veins.
State of Decay also has a really good stamina system.
I know I've seen people play State of Decay too, but I've never played myself. But really, like in Dying Light, your guy could just run around endlessly, chop up zombies endlessly. I mean, his fitness routine, I want to know it.
But his fitness routine is run for hundreds of miles to survive. If you remember correctly, he's some kind of a crazy courier guy.
His fitness routine is return to Monkey.
I mean, actually, like literally, yeah. Like he does his whole shtick is running for long distances to be like a sort of courier between cities and settlements.
Because originally we were distance runners.
Yeah, that's our whole shtick.
That's our whole.
We might
shtick.
run fast.
You might run faster than us, but you're gonna tire quicker than us.
You can't hide. We will catch you. You will just die tired.
We're the real
I've heard
fucking cryptids.
I've heard people say that you don't need to be the fastest, you just need to not be the slowest. But I would rather be the slowest with more stamina, and then kick whoever is the fastest in the balls before I start running away.
What if he kicks you in the balls?
I don't know, shoot him in the kneecap or something. Assume I don't quite like the guy.
You know what? Both of you will be dying in that situation.
You're gonna be like, you ever seen The Hateful Eight?
Oh god,
Yes, I know.
yeah, I
Yes,
fucking
it's the
love the
Boondocks.
Hateful Eight.
Oh, that's a good movie. I love Quentin Tarantino movies in general.
Oh,
Bossy,
when
when
the Autocracy.
When Samuel L. Jackson got shot in the balls, I felt that. I really felt that.
Fucking poor Samuel.
I say poor OB. He did nothing to deserve anything, and he still died of that poison coffee.
Right.
He was the loving 9, not the hateful 8th.
How's it going, Golden?
Is this song on loop? I feel like it hasn't changed at all.
It's on loop.
I'd be so confused because I'd be like, why is the same song being going over and over again? So there really are some songs that are just like 20 minutes long out there, but I'm starting to get confused.
The country songs have no beginning or end, they just are.
And if
5,
that's
6,
not a piece of
4 1.
just random knowledge that is suitable for this game.
Country songs have no beginning in the end, they just are. Just walk around. Honestly, it feels like the Weird West. Like just having like random songs be playing in the background, you don't even know where they're coming from.
There's a meme I saw a while back, right? Basically, well, me and my posse here are hunting after the dangerous outlaw in the Wild West and the random old man who decided to follow us. And it's like some guy going crazy on the harmonica.
It's just like a fucking SCP. It's $1. Okay, uncommon costs $1. Common costs 5 cents. Rare costs 10. And exotic.
You're gonna want some spending money for, like, in the game too. So, like, you don't have to spend all your money right now.
I haven't spent 0 money. I'm still reading the rules for Alchemist. Again, I'm totally new to the system.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother with exotic stuff because we're gonna have access to them. So we're gonna have access to recipes to use exotic stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
DM, I got a question for you. So I wrote my whole backstory, but I don't want to put it on Roll20 for 2 reasons. The first one, I don't have to rewrite it because I can't copy and paste it here because I've saved it as an image. And the second thing is I want to be at like a learn through roleplay sort of situation. My guy isn't going out and telling exactly everyone his whole life story every time he meets them. And also, the whole unreliable narrator. Don't want to give any facts about anything when leave it ambiguous like that.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of I will send you some stuff that's like could have a bearing on roleplay though.
Yeah, please do. So, what's everybody doing?
I'm reading the rules currently.
I'm
Yeah, pretty
currently
much.
putting all my stuff into my character sheet.
I'm just waiting to continue on so I can learn more about edges and wind and stuff.
This is the boring part of character creation, which is figuring out what your class does and how it works it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
the next thing in the book is choosing it's choosing boons and edges and
Hindrances.
Which are pretty self-explanatory. You pick an edge, it has a number by it. That's how many points you gotta have in hindrances to have that edge. You can have as many hindrances and as many edges as you'd like normally, but I'm limiting it to 5 edges.
Like 5 total or 5 points total?
5
yeah,
total.
because the max is 10.
Okay.
The max you can gain from points from it is 10, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I will 86 that one. Because unfortunately, when buying Ranger rank, it automatically gives you an edge and a hindrance. So that would put me up to 6.
Okay.
Do that. It's metagame.
So that's what you should be doing next, Soren.
Gotcha. I'll start peeking through that right now.
Mountains. Ah, okay. So the car side draws the ingredients like I need to go find. I see. To make it.
So edges come after hindrances, just so you know. They start on page 62. And then hindrances start on page, scroll back up, 51.
There we go. I have to go shopping. That's the most extensive part of this.
And then it's background and then gear. Which you get $350 for gear.
Mm-hmm.
So you said 150 plus 100? Or 250 plus 100?
250 plus 100.
Alright, just double checking.
Yep, you'll probably have money left over from buying stuff. Keep it. I usually inflate the prices of. Oh, we lost somebody.
I think it was
Hello.
golden.
I can check.
Rest in peace.
It looks like he went offline, so my guess is his internet went out.
Probably computer troubles.
Total of the
Okay, no
ingredients.
problem.
Write them down. This is your.
But you'll probably have money left over. Hold on to it. I usually inflate prices about 20% when we're in game.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
To buy everything we need now.
Pretty much. And if you want to buy anything out of Smith and Robards, you're going to need a lot of that De Niro edge.
Here, hold on. Let me just take the edge that gives me $1 billion. Hello, welcome back.
That's De Niro
Yeah.
5, I'm pretty sure.
So, Golden, how's things going?
I think the internet popped off.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Sorry. My dad's throwing a party at my house, so there's like 20 or something people here, and they're all using the internet. So that's cutting in and out. So I'm on
That
my
sucks.
phone right. Yeah.
Oh my lord, parties. Never
Ugh.
understood
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
This is only a today thing, so hopefully.
yeah, his dad's a bit of a playboy. No, I'm
Ah. Anyway.
kidding.
Yeah, so what are you thinking of playing, Golden?
Um. I was. Hmm. I was thinking maybe trying something with just like I know there's like a lot of guns and stuff in the setting, but I might try something in relation to just using swords
Yeah, that's
Go
always an
against the
option.
and bringing
grain.
Bringing a sword to a gunfight, that sounds pretty funny to me.
It sounds really funny. That is true. And you have the stats to
Oh,
back it up.
True.
I'm being called again.
No worries.
Sorry, I gotta help them out.
That's alright.
5. What? How do you mean this translates?
What?
I'm just looking at some stuff, that's all. When it comes how
He's trying to figure out alchemist.
Yeah.
Sorry, real quick, DM. Could you tell me the page number for edges hindrances?
So
Okay.
edges.
And also, I
They
assume like edges are in like some books will have miscellaneous ones like the archetype books maybe or
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
edges are all over the place.
They
You don't
really
have
are.
you
Yay!
you don't have to take the one in the ones in the main book. Brain go or uh page number 62 for edges. And then
ساكت.
page number 51 for hindrance.
ساكت عشان مقبل ما شمال. Sorry.
Sorry,
I
what was that?
was talking to my dad, ignore me.
Can you say it one more time, DM?
51 for hindrances.
Okay.
And then 62 for edges.
Oh my goodness. Sorry for the interruptions.
You're good.
You're fine.
Yep. Sweet. You were talking to me earlier about doing something?
Yeah, what are you planning on playing?
Yeah.
So you want to be a sword fighter?
Yeah. I wanted to see how far I can, go with just a sword in general.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Like everyone pulls out their, rifles and their, shotguns and whatnot. I'm over here rushing up to them, getting closer with my blade.
You might want to play an elf since they get additional pace.
Yeah, perhaps. Might try and make myself as fast as possible, maybe.
Speed.
Speed. Speed is key. Yeah, it's either that or I play some sort of like what's the word? Like a shaman of sorts.
Yeah. You can play a shaman.
So a
I mean,
witch.
that's not close enough to a witch, right?
You want to play a witch, huh? Coxgun.
Hold on.
So a
Hold
witch,
on.
huh?
No, shaman, definitely different than witch, different name, so.
I can still
So you want to
use
be a witch?
I can still use pistols without having pistol shooting, right? Like it's not stopping me from using it. I'm just not gonna be very good with them.
Yeah, I think you get -4 in classic for anything that you're not trained in.
Well, it's good to have around in case the old rifle fails me or whatever, or if I need to hold two people at point at one time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was scrolling through the hindrances and there's a kid hindrances at the very bottom.
Okay.
It says, as your character grows up, you must buy off your hindrances with bounty points. See Chapter 5. When you do, increase their traits as appropriate. Don't worry about it too much, though. Most kids don't live that long. Jeez, that's dark.
Well, I mean, it is basically a hell world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Well, even back then, kids didn't live that long, regardless.
No, they
That's
didn't.
true. Yeah.
Hey guys, what is the suit of a card? Is it like the sign or the number?
It's the side. So it's ace or an ace. It's the spades, the hearts, clubs,
Clubs, diamonds.
diamonds.
Yeah, that's what determines the suit.
Hey, Sarthax, you want to know my hindrances have to be intolerance, enemy, loyalty to the Union, and obligation to the Union.
Mine is
Mhm.
enemy, oath, and self-righteous are the best one for me.
Well, I specifically chose ones that would give me lots of opportunities to gain chips with our current I guess you could say an overall party hindrance that might be a certain Texan Ranger.
I
Where did I
see.
list
That's
my
true.
hindrances?
I guess with these
Missed.
with these 4 hindrances, every time I am critical or in generally antagonistic towards Arthax, I should be bringing in a lot of chips.
Yeah, that'd pretty much do it. Obligation, though, I don't think would apply because that would be like if you were still a member of the army.
No, so what I have it listed here, right? My
Okay.
guy, he let his 3-year enlistment run up on account of his lithoncopy, and his plan is basically upon getting it cured to re-enlist back in the army. So
Okay.
it's not an obligation to do service,
I would
but
say
generally,
urine more than obligation because he's out of the service right now and wants to go back.
yeah. So the obligation is kind of vague, but under the a few hours a day of service, I get that doesn't really apply, but I didn't want that. It's more so he's not going to do anything that would prevent him from enlisting, like being traitorous, doing something such as like committing crimes or
Oh,
doing or anything that's going to prevent him from enlisting in the future. That was my take on it.
Do you
The
count?
crime only
Do
counts if
you do
the
you
cops find out.
do you count
I would say
killing
that
henchmen of a werewolf as murder?
Well, they're henchmen of a werewolf. I mean,
Uh,
that's except
quick question,
right.
DM.
Gangster, perhaps.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
I got the oath hindrance, and it's got a value of 1 to 5. But the book, I'm taking the one from the book basically, and it says -4. Hunt down and expose witches and cults wherever they hide.
Okay.
that sounds about right.
Okay, I just want to make sure that.
Perhaps I should
Yeah,
replace
that's fine.
obligation with oath then.
Yeah,
Like
I would.
oath to reenlist. That makes more sense.
Yeah, because obligation means it's basically like an ongoing job you have that is frequently inconvenient. So
That sounds like a really shitty obligation to have. Like, oh,
Game
sorry,
War.
mom
I
said
got it
no.
for free at 5.
Oh, sorry guys, I gotta go and re-enlist.
I should be back in 6 to 10 years if I live.
If
Pretty big if. To be honest,
In the Civil War, I'm pretty sure it was like what 3 years.
No, you picked. In fact, there's a whole thing about it where a lot of people accidentally signed longer enlistment papers than they planned because they weren't very good at reading.
Ah, yeah, literacy.
A little shocked
DM,
actually that nobody took illiterate.
DM, if I take enemy, what would the enemy
um,
be towards? The werewolf? Witches? Because it recommends enemy in the thing, and I'm just thinking like that sounds like it'd just be witches, right?
It would
werewolves.
Or
be
cultists.
you could make it werewolves. You could make it witches. You could make it occult members. It could be as broad uh or as specific as you want it to be.
All right. And obviously it's another 1 to 5, so I will leave it up to your determination. The book says the recommendation or the example is uh 3 for this one, but I'm thinking witches and cultists, which makes sense.
I'll probably put it as a 3 then.
Okay.
That sounds fair. I mean, the henchmen, some are mercenaries, some are occultists,
Right.
because there's the cult of the wolf.
Right.
All right. Now, edges.
Hmm.
Right. Arcane background. Blessed.
I literally just pulled that out of my ass just to incorporate his enemy thing. So watch as we sit around the table and just play Texas Hold'em for like 3 sessions.
There you go. That's what I do in Red Dead.
So a quick thing: Texas Hold'em did not exist at this time. It came
No.
around more in the 30s.
Blackjack?
I don't know. I'm
Rummy?
not an expert in gambling.
Oh, okay.
I just happen to know that one factoid.
That Texas Hold'em wasn't invented until the 30s.
I mean, that's not a specific date, but it wasn't invented until after the era of the Wild West was at an end. And even then, it didn't leave Texas for a while. It really did just stay a Texan thing for a while as well.
Holy shit. A 5 cost belongings could just get you $5,000.
Oh.
That's
That's
true.
insane for an edge. Or no,
You-
50,000.
Yikes.
But that's all you'd have to spend all that money right now. But on the other hand, you could start off with a flamethrower at minimum.
It
Can you
may
give me a Gatling gun?
happen.
Why don't you get an airship?
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
You
I'm not gonna lie
arrive
to
at
you.
Death Valley in an airship. Your airship.
Or
A
buy
nuclear
that
bomb.
giant mechanical spider from Wild Wild West.
That'd be right. Rather nice.
Yeah.
You have your own mecha.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Ah man, the alchemist role is so fucking complicated. I'm regretting my choice.
That happens.
And it's
That's why I don't do magic.
no, magic is fun. This fucker, you need to make
Dungeon and
your own
Dragons.
in general. I mean, this fucker right here is support. No, magic and all different kinds of systems are reasonably fine. This is not magic. This is you gotta actually make your own fucking spells. Usually, the DM says, the ingredients don't matter. Oh, the ingredients have a money cost. This time you got a whole bunch of cards. Each card, the suit and the number on the card determines what the rarity of the ingredient is and how much of it you need. You need to to write that down. Then you need to decide, and then you actually need to brew the potion. And for that, you need to buy the ingredients. Do the calculation for each dose to multiply the price, because the multiply the price by how many doses you want to make, and then you add a plus 1 to the DC for the amount of doses you need to make. Then you need to roll the alchemy check for it, and then if you succeed, and if you raise the check multiple times, how many times you do, you add a plus to the reliability of the potion. And then you finally have the potion, but that can take between at the minimum 1 hour
Huh?
to 20 years.
Who knew that with your one choice, you just decided, hey, I should get an associate's degree in chemistry?
Well,
Sorry, my bad, my
This,
bad. To make
this,
one dose, you need maximum either minimum of depending on what you want to make, either like 1 hour or 8 days at max.
at least in the end of the day, you get a nice potion to use.
the effects ain't even that good.
Are there
I mean,
offensive potions?
yeah, there is a little bit. Yeah, there is. Most of them are heals or curse damage. Um, but the book seems to suggest that you make up your own potions a little bit with like the
Make a
effects and stuff.
potion that kills werewolves.
Of course,
Yeah, just make one that cures werewolf curse.
it's literally just going to be a Molotov with a bunch of silver shards in it.
That
Molotovs
just
don't have an
sounds like
explosive
death.
effects, bro.
No. It's what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a bunch of forgot the name of it. Like
Nitroglycerin.
like plasticky forgot the name for it. Anyways, there's like a like a form of packaging you can like this is like packaging peanuts are made of. You can mix it with like gasoline
Oh, napalm.
and yes, and you can just make it into napalm. Yeah, it kind of melts into it. You can maybe like stick a bunch of I don't know. Actually, this is on stream. I'm explaining how to make an explosive. My bad.
Well, the problem with the napalm Molotov is that napalm's a super sticky substance, so it's not gonna really spread unlike a normal.
Yeah, but you usually only facing one or two werewolves, not like a dozen.
Well, yeah, on the person that's no longer a problem. Has
Yeah.
anyone here played Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic?
I own that game. I love that game.
It's quite a good game, but a trap and I fall into is I quite like to play like techie characters. And my current playthrough, I'm a gunslinger, right? But I'm
Right.
really struggling to not just evolve into a throwing build because Molotovs are just so good early game, and ammunition's so expensive.
It really is, yeah.
Although right now I'm just a well-dressed man with a 6-shooter on my hip, like what's his name? Wyatt Earp. That's my guy, basically.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
It's especially nice that you don't have to reload your guns at all. So even if basic flintlock, you can just keep
If I want to
firing
be
off
a
shots.
priest, let's see here.
Alchemy priest or just a priest?
I just a priest because I'm not gonna let you. I'm kind of giving up on the alchemy thing.
Wait, Tyson's first name is oh no, that's like his son. Never
Well,
Seriously dating my stream here.
mind. Oh, I forgot you're streaming this. Do you think people like 100 years in the future are going to be going back through stream VODs, and finding this?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. The historians are gonna 100% be doing that stuff.
I mean, I guess I do the same thing
I'm
with letters from like the Civil War, pretty much.
yeah, we do the same thing. Yeah. Also, fun fact. I'm pretty sure in the future, if things go really fucking badly, they're gonna be data miners. By data miners, I mean literal data miners who kind of like go to like check e-waste dumps and literally pry open old computers to take out the hard drives and scan them for any information you can
I'm gonna
possibly get.
If
He's
I'm
not
ever
wrong.
making like a dystopian cyberpunk setting, I'm keeping that idea.
I know I already made it a pseudo uh, dystopian chain for that. I literally took that idea from like one of the things that I made.
What
Alright.
about a cyberpunky like not dystopian but apocalyptic?
You mean
Well,
regular Cyberpunk 77?
Close, but not quite.
Close, but not quite.
What is
Close, no cigar.
what does size do? Like an increase to size.
This makes you big.
Makes you harder
But
to
what does
hurt.
that do?
oh, you get a Mog people. You gotta go up to them and be like,
It,
I'm
it,
taller than you.
I mean, look, man, if you're big enough, you can have your own
Makes
Intimidate.
you
gravitational pull.
makes you harder to hurt but easier to hit.
Well, it
No,
makes
no,
you easier to hit.
yes,
Bigger.
but it also gives you your own gravitational pull, so bullets when they shoot is gonna like start flying around you in circles.
Oh, very.
Gravitational pull?
Yep,
Oh,
you're gonna have.
Arthur Morgan tall for his time.
Hmm.
He could
Alright.
probably have a side show if you want to. I mean, maybe not a freak show, but he was pretty tall as they went. And there's that guy who looks way taller than him, or not way, but like quite substantially taller than him in the game. That guy's actually like freakishly tall for the times.
Hmm. Man, I'm gonna stick with the scientist because I read all that shit and I feel like I wasted my time. I'm
You're
too deep.
you're too deep.
I mean, too deep.
So let me just get streaming this, correct?
What?
If you're streaming this, streamed us our discussion on making the most effective explosives
Yes.
with real world weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped myself. I realized all this is being streamed. Why am I talking about how to make actual explosives?
All right. I've got my traits, my edges, and my
It's not the
hindrances put in.
worst thing that I put on
This
stream.
ATF bastard's gonna be coming after you now.
No,
Well, actually, no, you're not American, right? Like you don't
My
live.
Yeah, but we still have a government. Damn.
no, you if you don't live in America, you don't have a government. Clearly, duh.
Yeah, 100% right.
Right.
Democracy is a purely American thing.
We did invent it.
Yeah, the Romans didn't exist. Well, the Romans were in America, actually. The Romans existed in the
Greeks,
New
you mean?
World.
Heck, the Greeks had democracy before the Romans.
The Greeks had democracy before the Romans.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of losers. Who cares? A bunch of nerds and philosophers.
Gay reeks.
With that one line,
What?
I already can tell you've never played Civilization.
Civ 6?
Any of them.
I don't quite like the Civilization games. They just take too long. Like I wind up wasting too much time on them just to lose at the
Yes.
end.
Yeah, but
No,
still
no,
lose at the end.
I'll pump hours of my life into handcraftedly like building my glorious civilization, just for like get destroyed by Gandhi and his nukes.
Fucking Gandhi.
That's why you got to nuke him first.
Kind of like
No, I want to stay in my Spartan age.
I like trying to end the game earlier because especially with Civ 6, I play the British. I don't know, but their best technologies like at the I forget what they call it in the game, but their best technologies before the modern era. So I try to get
Yeah.
a victory by then if I'm going for conquest victory.
Yeah, the British Empire is its last leg currently.
My favorite to
For
play
any
in Civ
future
6.
historians in 3,000 years.
Oh yeah. When I play Civ 6, I like to play Brazil. Like I don't go for military victories. I go for like the cultural victory. I quite like Brazil.
See, for
Mhm.
culture, I either go France or England.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What I like about Brazil in Civ 6, not only do you have the carnivals, which are just way more powerful than they have any right to, you get some nice bonuses for being close to jungles, and so you can kind of just like restart the game constantly until you get a start near jungle and you're kind of set. And then their one special military unit is insanely good when it comes to navy. You can basically beat everyone else during that period except the Germans, which have U-boats. So no one else has a special navy warship during that time. So you can really just completely dominate everyone else. Especially one game I played, I was playing against a group of friends, and I had a lot of technological advantages due to being near a jungle. And by the time everyone else had ironclads, I already had my special battleship, and I just destroyed everyone's fleets.
Mhm.
So, after edges, you make up your background. Uh, and then you you buy your gear, and that's it.
I'm still reading the character rules.
just
I
Jesus.
feel that.
just fucking give up, man. Just give up.
I have to do more reading. I don't.
Just just be a fucking priest, man.
Look, man, I'm not gonna let you, man. These books are formulated weird, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That is very true.
I
Yeah.
just want to find what my class is, and this fuckers are like, here's like this shitload of lore, and then here's a bunch of more lore. There's a bunch of hodgepodge of useless mechanics. Good luck.
Pretty much.
Uh,
Okay.
the table of contents doesn't even help. Chapter 2, lean right. The fuck does that even mean?
Do you have a physical or digital copy of the rulebook?
A digital copy.
I highly recommend just control Fing anything you need.
I
That's just
wish.
what I've been doing.
Yeah, for me to do that, I need to find it first.
Control F?
No. Hold on, what
Oh,
does
it's the thing.
Control F even do?
Oh, it's amazing. You press Control F, lets you search for any word you want in the whole document.
Sick.
Dang, she got busted up. There's a fight before before Jake Paul and Tyson, right? The last one before him is these two ladies, right? And she like got her eyeball smashed open. This is a lot of blood
Damn.
dripping down her face.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised they haven't called it. No, they're going in for another round right now. Like her face is
Damn.
covered in blood.
She's a warrior, man.
Honestly, dude, I get like a little boob, and I wouldn't want to go to a box match. Yeah, Taylor versus Serrano right now.
Okay.
West.
Of course, Mike Tyson versus fucking Jake Paul's the last match of the night.
Well, duh,
Yeah.
they want to get their maximum amount of money they can.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. It's
You
all
gotta see
about
the
the money.
appetizers before the main fight.
It's all about the money. Of course.
It's a betting sport. Of course, it is all about the money.
That's why I don't think
Ah, 28. Thank you. I'm
I don't
stupid.
think
I'm a bad
Paul's
reader.
going down first round because they want to make it last as long as possible. It's almost certainly scripted to some degree. I mean, already the rules are super stacked in Jake Paul's favor, just to give him a chance of staying awake for a few seconds. Like if you go over the rules of the fight and whatnot, he's allowed to like take drugs and all these sort of things.
Who's allowed to take drugs? Sorry.
Well, no, he's allowed to like dope and take steroids for the match. Like that was part of the rules.
Well, he has to even stand a chance.
Exactly. Well, he already barely stands a chance, but what I think is going to happen is all of this is just to prolong it to get more money from the stream and whatnot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think Mike's going to win off his own merit, but they've scripted it at least to the point where it's going to last a little while longer than just a one-hit knockout.
Nah, I'm hoping they haven't scripted it at all, just so that Mike Tyson punches him once, he goes down and doesn't get back up ever.
That would be really embarrassing, especially for all the hype. Just for him to take one hit and be out of the match.
No, I mean out of life.
I always say I don't like to wish harm on other people, but I want him take grievous body harm.
This is the same asshole who thought it'd be a good idea to go with his brother to the forest in Japan where people commit suicide and film a video in front of an actual suicide.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
I'm perfectly okay with him Darwining himself out of life.
I absolutely hate the guy. I want to see his face broken in two by one punch from Mike Tyson. I just don't think it's a good idea to go and wish ill upon other people lest it come back to you. But
I wish ill upon him and all Nazis.
It is my desire to see him laying on that ground and see the life drip in his eyes as he looks up to Mike Tyson. All he can see is that giant bulge in his speedos.
that foot long goddamn meat stick.
Dude, there's a reason he weighed 1 pound the weigh-in. That'd be the last thing Jake Paul sees in this world.
You know, that ain't a sausage. That's a summer sausage.
It's a German sausage.
In that fucking Speedo.
He knew what he was doing, but he was like, let me make sure I wear the tightest ones I can to the weigh-in.
It's an intimidation tactic.
And but honestly though, I've seen so many. Aren't you sticking to the script, Mike? Why aren't you sticking to the script? It's just beats the heck out of him.
That's what I want to see. I just want to see him fucking just BAM!
Oh, I feel the hit knockout is a little too painless for Jake. I want at least other thrashing first.
That's how they get you, man.
Mike Tyson limp wrists it, and he fucking just blood just sprays everywhere from fucking Paul's face and everything.
Especially if there's something like permanent, like lose teeth or whatever. So every time he goes to make one of his shit videos or whatever, everyone can be like, how's the fake tooth or whatever.
Oh,
How's
here's a
the
reference that no one's
dentures?
gonna get. Has anybody here ever seen the movie Dutch, starring Ed O'Neill?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, there's a bit in it where he tells, because the whole story is about a stepfather taking his new wife's son home from boarding school for the holidays, and it turns into a road movie because everything that can possibly go wrong goes wrong. But he tells the kid a story about how the last guy he punched, he left a little divot in the guy's forehead, and now he drools when he smiles for the rest of his life. And at the end of the movie, he does it to the kid's original dad, and leaves a divot, and he smiles and starts drilling, and it's like I kind of want something like that to happen.
That would be good.
I know.
I don't know if you've seen the movie, I cannot forget the name, but it's like Clint Eastwood, and it's about this female boxer. And all
Oh yeah, yeah. I know
yeah,
what
at
you're
the
talking
end,
about.
yeah. So like she was like vegetable. I
Yep.
mean, I feel like vegetabilization though, there's a good chance you're not conscious for that. It's not guaranteed. But if we go for like paralyzation for Jake Paul, I'd be all for Jake Paul's paralyzation.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Just kill the poor bastard. God damn. He's already going to hell. Jesus.
Jeez. My god. This stream.
I don't think with this. Guys, please. Our DMS needs to have a fucking channel after the stream, okay?
That's okay. We'll just move over to my channel.
Yeah, they're gonna see this. It's gonna be how to make explosives, and it's gonna be like how can we envision the most terrible fate for Jake Paul?
I'd watch that stream.
Yeah.
No, it's very watchable. I'm just saying, man.
Do you have any people watching the stream presently?
Sadly not.
Uh, my wife's
Fuck
watching
no!
mine, so
Mm.
That sounds like I can't think of it, but you know, it's the one guy right where he's like, and then he falls over while he's laughing. He's
oh
got like
yeah,
the wheeze followed by falling out of the chair.
oh yeah.
Every time you have like that little laugh, I think about that.
Fucking no. No,
Mm.
nobody's watching my stream. That's kind of par for the course with me.
We'll get some Russian bots in there.
Right?
No, that is a very normal stream. Most streamers don't get seen. You gotta get them from somewhere else. You can clip some of our jokes and put them into YouTube shorts.
There you
This
go.
can help you.
There we go.
There
Start
you go.
doing what's it called? Start doing Minecraft Let's Plays and do a little bit of
Don't
mine off stream.
don't go that route. You're either gonna end up with a lackluster music career or in the pedo pen in the prison.
More like the Peter Pit.
Or
It's
replaced by
and
AI.
anyways. It's true.
You know, where's the Deadlands SMP stream?
Or that of cancer.
Holy shit! This woman's
That is actually-
whole face has been turned red by blood, and they're like, "No, one more round, one more round." Like, I get these people are tough, but those
I
punches are gonna
think
slide off her face.
I think it's either a murder attempt or they're trying to stall for Jake Paul because they're trying to stop him
Oh yeah,
from running away.
he's getting his final rights read to him right now.
You have the right to fucking remain silent.
But what's that called? I can't remember it, but like it's when someone's dying and the priest comes over to him and like says a few words or whatever.
Last rights.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what they're doing to him right now.
his last rites before the fight. You should read that poor woman's last rites right now. Damn.
No, she's winning though. Like, not completely, but she's landing really good hits. Like, she's a good boxer. But the other lady just got like a really good hit on her early on, and that's kind of been like messing with her for the rest of the match because her whole face is like cracked open. Honestly, it really could go either way though.
So, Golden, where are you in character creation? Let's
Yeah, I was gonna combine the two actually. I'm gonna do a shaman who focuses on swords.
there you
I think
go.
that's a pretty cool
Yeah.
concept
Yeah,
overall.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
Soren cocks his fucking shotgun.
It's the Abraham
Don't
Lincoln Vampire Slayer axe, which has a gun concealed within it.
I
Yeah.
just need to figure out everything about character creation. Let me
Well,
see
we
here.
already have your trades,
Yeah, let's see.
which you can put those wherever you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just like, is there any sort of like recommendations? I mean, I'm using a sword, so do I need to like, what's
If
my
you
You're gonna
if you if you want a lot of skill points, you're gonna want to put some of your highest stuff in your knowledges, your cognition, and your smarts.
gotcha?
ironically, you're gonna need quickness and nimbleness for fighting.
But yeah, you're gonna need quickness and nimbleness for fighting.
Alright. So do I want them to be like equal to my strength, or do I want them to be like lower, like a little bit lower, or the highest?
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The skill points determine how many dice you roll based off that trait.
Okay.
So if you buy up to a 5 in fighting sword, you're gonna roll 5d8 or whatever
Ah,
your actual nimbleness is.
okay.
And then quickness is basically initiative, so you're gonna want high in that.
Because you're gonna want to be going first so you can get in and get uh get your sword swings in.
Okay. So I guess
Maybe
I'll be.
maybe like elf or orc are gonna be your your bread and butter there. Because orcs they get to reroll their fighting once per scene.
Ah, I was actually, funnily enough, thinking about also doing a Dragonborn.
Yeah, Dragonborn, they're uh they got their prehensile tail and their extra attack.
What can I hold with my tail?
You can hold any one-handed weapon.
I assume guns are not one-handed weapon.
Technically pistols are.
I feel
Gotcha.
like double action revolvers would work.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
double action revolver.
Alright. I might hold a gun with my fucking tail.
Because a double action revolver you don't have to cock back, it automatically hammers back when you
Oh
pull the
heck yeah.
trigger.
Is that also gonna go off of my nimbleness to like shoot that, or is that like quickness?
No, that's uh
That is deafness.
deafness.
Deafness, gotcha.
You don't really have to put any points into it. It can just be like a neat backup.
There you go.
Just keep a gun in your back pocket. You're trying to cheat at poker and someone calls you out, so you just pull a gun out of your back pocket using your tail and shoot everyone.
Shoot everyone, yeah.
Just bang, bang, bang,
Bang
bang,
bang.
bang, bang.
Heck, you can save money making a star revolver so you don't have to reload it.
Fuck yeah.
Yo,
I'm gonna start with how much is that? It's like I'll think about inventory later, I guess. Um so I'll make nimbleness my highest thing. That sounds about right.
So we're seeing Unforgiven, like the Clint Eastwood film.
it's been a while for me.
All right, of it I don't get right. They've got to give over their guns to the local authorities. Like that's the rule basically.
Right.
And he's got this revolver. It's a cap and ball revolver. It's established in the film that it is. And then when the sheriff asks him the very valid excuse of, "Oh well, the powder's wet," but then still refuses to hand over. Why not just hand over the damn revolver and not get his ass beat?
Maybe it was his very favorite gun.
It's kind of not though. I mean, he misses all. He tries practicing with it, decides to go back to using a double barrel shotgun. Plus, he can get the guns back. It's not like the sheriff.
Hmm. Okay. So for my quickness, right?
Yeah.
Um, is it better to have higher dice or just like more dice in general? Like, is it better to have like 40, like 6, or is it like 2d12, you know?
Sorry, repeat that one more time.
For the purposes of, like, you know, quickness and whatnot, is it better to have like more dice in general to roll or like a higher dice type?
Well, the lower the die, the more the chance it'll explode. But considering your basic, there's target numbers you have to roll to beat.
Yeah.
And if your target number is 5, unless your dice explodes, you're not going to hit that on a d4.
Ah, I see.
So, there you go.
Okay.
The more dice you roll, the more chances you have of beating it, but conversely, if your dice are smaller, they'll explode more often than it would if you had, like, if you're rolling a d12, the chances it's going to explode are not very good, but
Yeah.
you're going to beat anything up to, you have the possibility of beating anything up to a target number of 12.
Ah, okay, okay. Because I'm trying to decide between like using like 2d12 for it or like, you know, 3d8 or something like that.
Well, there's balances, because, I mean, like, what specifically, skill-wise, do you have under those two items?
I mean, I didn't add anything to the skills yet, but
Oh,
for
okay.
quickness, it just says quick draw for me,
Okay.
like
Do you
on the
shoot?
sheet itself.
Are you going to be gunslinging very often, or is it going to be kind of thing where you're going to draw your gun the moment you see trouble?
Mm,
Because if you're trying to quick draw, that'll come in if you're actually gunfighting. But the rest of the time, you can probably just spend an action and draw your gun.
Well,
gotcha.
isn't quick draw also for like quick draw on your melee weapon too?
That's true. Yeah, you can quick draw your melee weapon too if it's set up for it.
Like half
Ah,
a roll.
okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
fair.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be using melee weapons.
Yeah. However, I will say that quickness, you're going to want at least something that can has a possibility of rolling high because that's your initiative.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So maybe I'll make that my 2d12.
yeah. You can make quickness your 2d12, and then nimbleness. Honestly, the only things under there I see, there's a lot of stuff under there that you would be rolling, but you'd be rolling based on the skill and the die type. So if your fighting sword is at 5, you'd be rolling 5, whatever the dice type for nimbleness is.
Oh, because I was thinking about making nimbleness my 4d10.
You could do that, or if you want to take a bunch of actions every combat, you can just throw that in your quickness.
God. I mean, what's like, how does the multiple, like, bunch of actions thing work? Is it like, you said target
Well,
numbers?
yeah, let me scroll back to that page real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to find my hard copy of the book earlier and it didn't work out too well.
Ah.
So, okay. When we actually go into combat, what's going to happen is you're going to roll your quickness and compare it against a target number of 5.
Mm-hmm.
For every 6, you get 1 card if you don't go bust. And for every success and raise, you get an additional card. So if you draw 4 cards, that's 4 actions you can take.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So having a high quickness means you'll get to do more stuff in combat. Because as opposed to D&D where the
Orcs also
combat
get
round
an
is 10
additional action card where applicable.
that too.
Oh.
That too. And then in D&D, the combat round is every combat round is 10 seconds. In Deadlands, it's 5 seconds.
Oh.
The max cards you can get without a supernatural power, like the DM said with the werewolf, they get an extra action card. You can have a max of 5, but you can also hold an action by taking one of your cards and, using their terminology, shove it up your sleeve.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
for
cool.
yeah, so
Otherwise
for an
otherwise called sleeve in it.
yep. So when we actually go into initiative, everybody will roll their quickness and determine how many draws they get. And then the DM will just start at aces and go down the list of cards. And when you have that card, you can use it.
Ah.
And then,
Jokers, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, they can go at any time.
yes, the red Joker specifically. The black Joker is bad.
Yes, you don't want the black Joker.
And that holds true over the entire game. You never want the black Joker.
All right.
But he'll go aces, kings, queens, jacks, tens, and say we have two people with nines. Then based on the suit, it'll determine who goes first. So if you had the nine of spades and somebody else had the nine of diamonds, you'd go first, and they'd go third.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So because it goes spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs in descending order. But yeah, quickness is what you're going to need to basically do a lot more in combat. Nimbleness is what you need to actually hit something. But you can get away with, like, if you have a 1d12, you can throw that in nimbleness and then just max out whatever under nimbleness you want to use most often.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because the drawback
But
is
you would be using quick draw to draw your sword most of the time.
Yeah.
Got you. So, should that be like my second highest then, or like my highest overall?
Nimbleness should be your second highest, whereas
Okay.
quickness should be your highest.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Because you
Quickness-
really want to get into action first, because you're a melee character.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, nimbleness you can kind of cheat and get away with a smaller die type because you can throw 5 points into fighting sword and roll 5 of that dice. So if you got like a 1d10, you can throw it in nimbleness and not care too much, and
Okay.
then you'll be rolling 5d10 to hit.
And in that case, I'll make it like my 2d10.
There you go.
Nimbleness.
really the only time that like traits come up when like rolling straight traits is when you don't have a skill.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
So it doesn't really matter how many die type you have as long as you have points in that skill.
Yep. Because if you don't have any points in a skill, you're rolling solely based off your trait, and you take a -4 to whatever you roll. So if the target number is 5 and you roll a 9, you're taking a -4 to that. So it'll be just at that number.
Oh.
So they predicted Serrano was gonna win, but because she threw like 100 more punches than Taylor, but she ended up losing. And I'm always surprised because she have her entire eyebrow dangling off over her eye right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, she like the other lady Taylor just punched way harder even if she had hit less punches. She landed way less punches, but she just hit way harder.
Jeez.
But yeah. Everyone was predicting that Serrano was going to win, and the crowd, like, there were people, like, putting thumbs down and booing, though, when they said that Taylor won. But I was super surprised, because, like, not only said she punched harder, but, she's only had a single loss in her career so far. She's pretty good. But what's really good is that now we get to see Jake Paul's downfall.
I really hope so.
After, like, 30
mind you,
minutes
he's
of interviews.
Yeah.
Mind you, he's quite an old man, so there's a world where he wins that.
don't get me wrong. The fact that the rules are very heavily skewed in his favor, and the fact that Mike is pretty old now
Yeah.
and is suffering from a medical condition, I still think Mike can take it because he's the Iron Mike Tyson, and he has a history of one-hit KOing people, and he's been
Right.
working out for the last year in preparation for this.
Fair enough.
I still think he's gonna win. I think Jake Paul also knows Mike Tyson's gonna win, but either way, he's gonna get a huge amount of publicity from this. I mean, he already has.
So,
Mm.
just to get everybody's character creation done, I'm
Yeah.
thinking that we go past 12 because it's already 11:24.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm heavily struggling with like the whole archetype system. And like
Yeah.
figuring out like how each class, what archetype works exactly, and the mechanics.
Well, here's the amazing thing. You don't actually need an archetype. You can uh you can build a character completely based off of what you think you do. Archetypes are more so here's a suggestion on what you want to do.
Hmm.
They're like pre-built.
I see, I see, I see, I see. Okay, this actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, that helps me a lot now understanding. Because the
Yeah,
alchemy chain doesn't seem to be made the whole like. I see. All I want to do is just play kind of like a very chill,
magic user.
very good gunslinger. I think
Oh,
I'm gonna switch
very,
my stats to work for that.
very okay. Yeah,
It's a very basic
more
archetype.
gunslingers is always good.
Yeah. I mean, I want to do a hexer, but hexer looks interesting. But at the same time, there's an anti-hexer around here, and I don't wanna get shot. I already got the werewolf chin going for me.
You want to be cured in the alive sense, not the silver
Yeah,
bullet to the fucking dome sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
wanna
that
go through
one's
the
doable.
curse, but I would rather not, honestly. Kindly, fuck off.
Hey, Squirrel, got a
Uh,
question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it too metagaming as one of my 2 hexes to take Silver Bullet?
Mm, I think it's very common knowledge that like werewolves, at least in the folklore, are weak to silver.
Okay.
So
I
like,
wasn't trying to metagame, I was just making sure.
so like, it 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 would it would be within your character's knowledge to be like, oh well, I mean, in the folklore, werewolves are, you know, weak to silver, so you know, having a hex for silver bullet, you know.
Okay.
hmm. Yeah, I have a question about the die type increases for the, like the werewolf stuff. Um, is that like after you transform, or is that just because you're part, like, because you're afflicted, or?
That is because you are afflicted. That is for your
Okay,
human form.
okay. So with the die type increase, when you're at like a 12, it's a +2, right?
Yeah.
Is that so? How does that translate to like the skills and stuff? Is that like
That would mean that you would have 12 plus 2 for your skill.
gotcha?
So you'd have an extra number that you're adding on top
All right,
for
that
your
sounds
skill
pretty good.
points. And yes,
Let's
I'm gonna
see
keep
here.
switching between cowboy accent and regular
Mm-hmm.
talk.
I appreciate it. All right. That. Uh, I assume that all of the arcane backgrounds have like a cast and skill or something like that. I remember that from regular Savage Worlds.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is shaman use? If anyone knows.
Faith,
I
I believe.
believe faith.
Faith, got you.
Yeah,
You
it's
like
faith.
a Native American shaman or just like a shaman of some other descent?
Or-
Well, the rules call for Native American, but
so Native American.
you can expand it.
Yeah.
You can also be like a shaman from like the bayou or whatever.
Yeah, you could be like a Haitian like voodoo practitioner.
Yeah.
There's separate rules for that.
Oh, never mind.
Gotcha.
Question to Mr. DM here. Do you do separate accents for your characters, like your NPCs?
You scared him away.
That's
Sorry,
quite the
I-
question.
I gotta.
Kind of moral or what you should do right now.
I'm sorry.
Are you a voice
Hello?
actor? Hello.
Sorry, I just got a pop up from Streamlabs saying that something went wrong with it, so it's gonna
Ah.
continue the stream